out. Y'all got to give it up for Tim Router. And old Ed Placencia. And Chris McCracken.
This is your day, Chris. This is your day.
This couldn't have been more perfect to fall on St. Patrick's Day for Chris McCracken.
And he hasn't stopped reminding us of that.
All day.
Did you guys know? Did you know?
Yeah. See why all these people have green on? We're like, yes, Chris, we know. Let's have a seat.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we're here.
We're all here.
Look at you guys.
This is crazy.
This is stupid.
You guys look great. I think. Yeah, no, you look good.
Y'all look good.
This is amazing. Got babies in the house. What? Goodness gracious. We had baby announcements last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. We did.
Yeah.
We have actual babies.
Growing the family. I love it.
Now he's here. I know.
I know, right? He's right
Young
there.
Milo. Young Milo's. Oh, there's Milo in the back. Hey, Milo.
Wow.
That's amazing. Oh. So, how's everybody feeling? Feeling good?
How's the trip? Yeah.
Travel was good?
Yeah, travel.
Oh, great.
Oh, really? Again?
Oh, not again.
No. Sheesh. Well, we have some of that too.
Oh, yeah.
Not me. But surprisingly enough, still one of us that shouldn't have had rough travel. But we're not going to start with him. We're going to start with Ed.
Hi.
Let us know your adventures to getting to Nashville.
It was on the different day than I thought it was going to be.
He almost came a day early.
I almost came a day early. I'm in an Airbnb with Stancil and his
Freaking Stancil.
Freaking Stancil. And I said to him, I was all ready to drive in Thursday. Chris was going to drive in Thursday. And Wednesday night, I sent him a text, and I was like, hey, do you need me to pick you up from the airport tomorrow? And he texted back and said, we should maybe check our calendars because we're flying in on Friday. And I was like, well, yeah, but it's Thursday the 15th, and that's when it's Friday the 15th. So I got a free day and just chilled at the house. And
Didn't you still stream too? I was like,
still
wait, is he
streamed,
supposed to
yeah.
be coming here and he's still streaming live?
Yeah, exactly. So drove down, and it was a really smooth drive. Just listened to some podcasts, and I was here in a blink, and it was great.
Nice.
No adventures.
No adventures.
Yeah.
So what did you stream on the day that you weren't planning on streaming?
Overwatch, because I have a problem.
Yeah, I think that's
Surprise,
apparent. That is
surprise.
absolutely apparent.
We're
Yeah.
aware.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
I know.
We got to find you a different game.
Please.
Okay, Overwatch 2.
Disney Speedstorm.
What's happened?
That's the next one.
What's happened with Warframe?
It is. It's still there.
Is it in your rotation?
No, but it's still on the console, but it's not in the rotation.
It's not deleted though.
It's not deleted, but I did bring the PS5 down, and I may have gotten some new Speedstorm recruits in the Stancils.
Oh, nice.
Talked him into it.
Talked to him. I didn't even have to talk. I just said, here's the controller. Have a great time.
I'll be back.
The game did all the talking for me.
Oh, I like that. All right.
Yes.
Chris McCracken,
Yes.
coming from Dallas, Texas,
Making the drive.
Indeed. And my trip was.
without the self-driving car.
That's true. I didn't bring the car that drives itself, unfortunately. But we brought the big old pickup truck.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, and part of that is because
You're Texan.
Yeah, because I'm Texan, and my in-laws are from Oklahoma, so we're Southern people.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it's a brand new truck. Oh my gosh, it's nice. It drives smooth.
Come on now.
Yeah, it can like see 360 and all that stuff. You'd almost think it could drive itself, but so far I haven't been able to get to do that. But yeah, the trip has been great. It was nice and smooth like usual. I mean, I've driven out here so many times at this point. It's almost like I just know I could. I'm not going to do it with my eyes closed, but it almost feels like I could do that, or before having the car do it. But yeah, so it was smooth. It took a little bit longer because we did run into some of the weather, but we were able to beat most of it. There was a lot of storms that came through Thursday night because that was the day I was actually supposed to show up. It wasn't early, yeah. And it's just been great since we got here. Spent Friday doing things around town with my in-laws because they've been to Nashville before, but it's many, many years ago. So we got to take them around and kind of do some touristy stuff and go to Loveless and like maybe 3 times and
Went to Loveless.
yeah, they like the biscuits. They
Went
were like, where you want to eat? Oh, let's go back to that biscuit place. I was like, okay, fine. Well, that's where we'll go. Yeah.
You went to Donut Day?
We did go to Donut Day,
perfect.
yes, at the farmers market here at the factory.
Very
which
important
was
to the Patillo house.
yeah, and they did not disappoint. So Gabe's put me in a good spot to donuts.
Come on, man, chubby people.
I mean, I know I knew you weren't going to disappoint.
Okay.
But Stacy was like, "Is he going to disappoint?" I was like, "No, Gabe,
Come
he's
on,
not
man,
going to
look at that
disappoint."
waistline.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
So
that kind of waistline don't lead you astray on food.
yeah, exactly, this guy knows.
Yeah, thank you.
If I have food questions, it's like, Gabe, yep, okay. Gabe
Exactly.
said it's good. We're
If
going to
a
be
chubby
good.
person tells you some food is good and it's not good, they have something else going on.
Yeah, there's something they're not telling you.
You
So,
do, friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have an itis of some sort.
Which, funny thing that I did find out, by the way, so when I was booking my Airbnb, there was one that I was trying to get. And I was like, hey, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm talking back and forth with the host of it. I'm like, okay, I just need to go talk to Stacy. Like, hey, you like this? All right, cool. We're going to do this. And then it was gone. Then I get out here, and I'm just casual, hanging out, kind of dinner time with Stancil and Ed and a couple other people. I'm like, come to find out, Stancil and Ed snaked my Airbnb from me.
Yeah, baby.
So they're talking about. I'm like, wait, it's just around there. Is the building? Are these the pictures of it? And they're like, yeah, that's where we're staying. I'm like, I literally was going to try to book it, and it's like, nope, sorry, it's already reserved for that time. I was like, what?
It's great.
What? That's what I hear. It had great reviews. I wanted to find out, but apparently, no.
You know what? If you go back in like a week, one of those reviews will be from us.
Well, at least I know for the future it's been vouched for. So
Yes.
yeah, so that's good. So
Freaking-
that was really the only eventful thing on my trip, is finding out that it got stolen.
Who
from
was
me.
that? Dolores?
Yes. Yes.
Dolores. Doloreses are the worst. All right, Tim.
All right, here we go.
Give it to us.
Yeah.
I will give it to you. But first,
Keep it family friendly, please.
of course. For 600A, when you guys were together, I did not get a chance. Exactly. I did not get a chance to say thank you to our brother Gabe for putting pretty much all this together. And it's been amazing. Give it up for a boy. He handled everything, mostly. So the funny part about this was this past week was our spring break. So I felt especially guilty because I'm like, hey, we've got an event coming up. Spring break 2024, I'm out, see ya. So like poor Gabe is stuck with doing everything. And so thank you, brother. I totally
You
appreciate
brought the
it.
balloons.
I brought
That's true. That's true,
3
you did.
balloons. I brought 3 balloons from the store.
Yeah.
And
Took us
also
45 minutes to blow them up.
thank you to all of our lovely AV guys and everybody. We love you
Yes.
for
Yes,
putting
we've got
everything together.
an
This has been
amazing
incredible.
crew.
Thank you guys so much.
Goodness gracious. It's crazy.
Okay, so Ed said that I was supposed to give my spring break story in great detail, so here we go. So we're supposed to start our spring break. The weekend before is also a competition for my daughter, Piper. It's her national competition for one of the teams that she's on, and it's down in Orlando in Disney. And at Too much? Am I giving too much right now?
Get it? You went to Disney.
Yes, of course. So we booked our flights, but we couldn't book Southwest like we normally do because of spring break and because of everything else. So we had to book another airline.
That also starts with an S.
Well, I wasn't gonna say the name in case people.
I didn't say the name either.
I know. I wasn't gonna say. So let's give
Just
it.
saying.
Let's give it a fake name, right? So we booked Spirit Airlines.
It rhymes with
Right.
Spirit Airlines.
Exactly. So the flights were like, hey, this is a little bit cheaper. Okay, this is great. So we're like, cool. So we were gonna leave. We left on Thursday morning, and then her competition is through the weekend, and then our spring break we ended up going over to Palm Beach, Florida, which is on the east coast of Florida. So we're good. So we're packed up. We get there on Thursday morning. We fly out at 10:40. Supposed to get in Orlando at 1. Piper's got to practice that night, and she starts competing the next day. Oh, man. Okay, here we go. So we get there, and already...
Now you're starting?
Yeah, there you go. Apologies if you've been on it or worked there, but okay, whatever. So we get there, and as soon as you check in, they automatically charge you for bags over 40 pounds. And the standard for us has always been Southwest. You get free bags, 50-pound weight. None of my family packs light at all, so we're already in the hole for some money for 3 checked bags. Then they charge you for a carry-on bag as well. which we had. So I'm already annoyed as we're going to the gate because I'm out, $200 just like that. So that's how they get you with the lower ticket prices. They get you on the back end.
You have to definitely think of economy traveling. When you're traveling with Spirit, because they are really affordable.
Yes.
And that's what makes them great. But it's you got to really be compact. You can't travel just like you travel with everybody else.
And on our way to the gate, we've had some people come and hey, we've had nothing but good experiences with Spirit. We're like, great, that's awesome. So we get to the gate, and we're hanging out, and some of Piper's teammates are on this flight as well, so we're all hanging out with her teammates and the mom. The plane comes in, and people start coming off, and 2 police cars start coming up to the plane. I'm like, oh, do we have a drunken disorderly at 9 o'clock in the morning? This is going to be great. So we're looking, we're trying to see what's going on. They go up, they come back down. Nobody's in handcuffs. What a bummer.
Boo.
Yeah, right?
What the heck?
So, but then
you should have left that part of the story out.
Right, but then but then an ambulance and fire come, and unfortunately some poor soul did have a medical emergency, and so they're out on the gurney and off we go.
I mean, jeez.
So the nerve, right? I'm already mad. The nerve. So we get on the plane.
I wonder how much that gurney was, the Spirit gurney.
They charge. I guarantee you they charge you.
Oh, yeah.
They definitely charge you.
That gurney not cheap, boy. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
You only
exactly.
get 2
Only
wheels.
40.
Yeah, walking on is cheap.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You want to get rolled off the plane?
That's right. That's right. That's going to cost double.
Better be a high roller.
Yeah.
So we are all on the plane. We're buckled up, ready to go. Captain comes on. Hey, we've got an engine issue that we need to have maintenance take a look at.
We should also probably say that we are not sponsored by Spirit Airlines.
Right. That's good. That's good.
Not anymore.
Not
No.
anymore.
Ever.
So he's like, we're gonna have maintenance come out. It's gonna be about 30, 40 minutes. So we're like, great. So we're all sitting on the plane.
It's going to be about $30, $40.
Right. 30 to 40 minutes later, he comes back on. We're going to have maintenance take a look at it even more. We need everybody to gather your things and go off the plane and just hang out at the
You
gate.
haven't left Nashville
We have
yet.
not left Nashville. It is now, I want to say, when we were supposed to take off. So and even more. So it's like 11:30 or something like that. So we're watching this whole thing unfold. The hood of the engine is up. There's a maintenance dude underneath, and there's fluid coming down off of the engine. We're like, oh, we're not going anywhere. This is good. Lauren and I were like, Lauren's looking at me. She's like, oh, this is going to be canceled. I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure it's going to be canceled. They come back on there, say, hey, we're going to have maintenance go and get this part that they need. As if O'Reilly has airline parts right down the street. They're like, it's going to take about an hour or so. We're like, this is going to be canceled, right? 30 minutes later, the flight's canceled. So Lauren jumps on Southwest, and through all the confusion and everything, we were 30 minutes away from going back to our house, getting in the car, and just driving.
Of course.
So she finds a one-way direct that evening on Southwest. That was not cheap either. We run over. So now we have to go and get our bags. Our bags are down in baggage claim, and the lovely Spirit baggage handlers literally threw them. All of the bags are just piled all along this conveyor belt. There's no rhyme or reason or order anywhere. So I have to walk over to the conveyor belt, get our bags. Then we have to go back up, check in at Southwest. And here's the funny part. The Southwest girl's like, I could have told you.
Really?
We told them the whole story. And I was like, I know.
Jeez.
I felt like I cheated on you. And it was terrible. She's like, I told you. I warned you.
That's
so
funny.
they check us in. It's great. Now, our flight there on Southwest gets delayed an hour as well.
You just don't have any luck.
We had zero luck in this. We didn't even get on a Spirit plane at all, and we booked Spirit. So we finally. So the bottom line is, I'll keep this short now. We were at the
late.
That's right. We're at the airport at 8:40 in the morning. We didn't get to our hotel in Orlando until midnight, and it was just one of those long days. Mm-hmm. So. The thought was, after her competition, we would go over to Palm Beach, and the whole time we're thinking, do we want to go through any of this all over again at Orlando International during spring break, which is crazy. The security lines themselves are an hour and a half long just to get through. So we decided we rented a car and did that stuff, and we ended up driving back. We canceled our flight on Thursday, and then we just all piled in the car and drove back. We did get to go back to Disney, which is nice. So we spent We spent a night in Disney. Don't look at him. Look at me. And so we actually did have some nice family time Thursday night. We were able to get one of the resorts all at the last minute, and we still had a 2-day park hopper as part of our. Piper gets hers automatically, and so we had only used 1 day because she had gone with her team, and so we were like, and they expired that weekend because it's a sport event. They cut those really short, so it all in the end finally worked out, but it was a little bit crazy. On the Palm Beach side, that was lovely. We had a great time. We stayed at this really nice hotel. Palm Beach is a whole nother tax bracket. You've got there's corporate, there's just mansions everywhere. It was super fun.
They were like, you tried
cool.
to fly who?
That's right. They're like, Spirit what? We only fly private.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that.
Right. So we had a great time. And who shows up at our hotel? None other than Kelsey Grammer. He and his family were there.
Frasier.
Which was so cool because he had worked on a film that I was part of the marketing team for 2 years ago called Jesus Revolution. And so I went up to him and I was like, hey, my name's Tim and I worked on the marketing team. I just want to say thank you so much for everything you did for Jesus Revolution. And we talked for like 5 minutes. So I'm like hanging out with Frasier in Palm Beach. It was awesome. I totally loved it. So and he was super cool, super nice. He's with his family, and they were looking at possibly getting a house there. And I was like, of course you are. And
you're like, yeah, us too.
Yeah, us too. We're just going to drive back.
Right after I pay off these fees.
all the Spirit fees. So anyway, all that to say, we're back. And thank you guys. I love this. This is so much fun. And I got to see some of y'all on Saturday morning. And so we're having a great time. I love this. It's great. That's my story. Too long, too short.
Thanks for coming out,
That's
everybody.
Right. There it is.
And good night.
And we're done. 20 minutes in and we're out. So there you go. But yeah, so that was my story. But I'm glad you all are here. I'm glad you all made it safely. And just watch out for that S airline. You just try to avoid that one.
That's right. We did hear some groans.
Yes.
From travelers. So sorry. Yeah, we are so grateful that you guys are here. It's amazing. We can't. Like just being able to hang these last couple of days and talk about it and reminisce. So Chris and maybe Q, you've ever missed
Where
one?
is Q?
Did you miss one?
You missed one,
missed
right?
one.
That's it. Hi, Q. Good to see you.
Anybody else been to every single one?
Yeah.
Stansel's been to every single one. That's right. And Chris, y'all got to understand. Is Toby still here? Did he leave? He had to bounce. Oh, he's back.
There he is back there.
There he is.
Toby was nice enough to let us use his studio for episode 100.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And we were in a room.
He still wants payment for that. By the way.
Yeah.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. I promise.
Are you ever going to clean that place?
Yeah.
Hey, I have some. Actually, they gave me some. I'll give them to you. It's on the house. I'll give them to you.
That's so great. And so I feel like we were in a room the size of this stage.
Oh,
like
yeah.
if you were to open this curtain up,
it was
because it's the cutting room where you would go
yeah.
in and sing in Toby's studio. And I think we had one webcam.
Like just up in the corner.
A 720p
Yeah.
single
That's right.
webcam.
That's right.
Up in the
It was
corner.
awesome, though. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
awesome at the
Oh, yeah.
time. I think we only had to get like 2 pizzas.
Yeah.
It was only
And then made some hot dogs out on the grill. Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the grill. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so because the girls kind of put it together, my wife and Tim's wife, and so just thinking about having cameras and people to run cameras and crew guys to come out and donate their time. They might be here. This is the first time.
We're doubling it. We're doubling it.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's donation. And so we're just so grateful, you guys. It's just, it's out of, we don't have the words to say
Yes.
thank you for coming from all over the country and making the drive and making the flights and it being tough. And so it's really dope. So thank you guys so much for being here. Another thing we do before we get into the news is we like to love on our boy Chris.
Yeah.
And one of the ways that we love loving on Chris is to do some dad jokes.
It's early. It's early. But we're doing it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Usually
come.
this is an April thing.
Yeah,
So,
we
It's
have to-
usually an April thing.
We have to usually come correct because we have now and April to cover.
That's right. We have a
So
lot.
for those that don't know, Chris loves dad jokes and punny jokes, and so every April, every week we do dad jokes, and then we had the idea a couple hundred episodes ago.
That's right.
To start doing them live. So, Ed, you want to kick us off?
You know what? Because it's St. Patrick's Day and because I love Chris so much, Chris, I will have you know, I didn't Google search. I wrote every one of these.
Did you really?
And that is why they are the worst dad jokes you're going to hear.
Can you tell one of the adventures of getting here, though?
So I remembered that we do these dad jokes for Chris on the Centennial episodes, and I told my wife Sarah that, I got to get some jokes, and she said, you know what? You should go to ChatGPT and say, tell me a dad joke. They'll write them for you. So I was like, let me try this, and I said, write me 10 dad jokes about video games. And I am happy to report that AI has not tackled humor yet.
Yep.
Because
Very stale.
it literally gave me every dad joke we've all heard and added in a game to it. So one of them was, why was Mario so good at his job? He was outstanding in his field in a game. And everyone was like, it was amazing.
Wow.
It was great. So I said,
Not yet, AI.
exactly.
That's right.
So I said, I can do worse than that. What did Chris's favorite game say to him when they met on the jogging path? Ooh. I'm a runner too.
Hey, that's a
come
good
on.
one. Nice.
Ed, beautiful.
Yeah.
Ed's done stand-up before.
I shouldn't have led with that one.
You shouldn't have.
Only downhill from here.
What did Kojima see after Medusa visited the reptile exhibit at the zoo?
Hold on a second.
There's a lot going on in
You
that
can
one.
see a lot of things,
No,
I'm sure.
These are all what I call shoehorned.
Okay. One more time with closed captioning.
What did Kojima see after Medusa visited the reptile exhibit at the zoo?
I don't know what.
Something
Solid
solid.
snake.
Yeah, solid snake.
That
Nice.
makes
There you go.
that's good. I like that. I like that.
What kind of moss does Kojima like to use
Back to Kojima.
when he's decorating his scary garden?
Hold on a second. I want to give everybody just a chance. What? One more time.
What? I gotta make these work.
I know.
They're working.
What kind of moss does Kojima like to use when he's decorating his scary garden?
I don't know.
Whichever is the most peaty.
Oh, wow.
Ever the most PT.
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 Yeah,
See?
uh-huh.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I like it.
Playable
Teaser.
teaser.
Did you know Kojima was on this?
I'm sensing a theme here.
It's for Chris.
You didn't use ChatGPT is what you're saying?
What? Wait,
This is great.
Did
This
you
is
know
gold.
Kojima was on the scariest police force in Manhattan?
I did not.
He worked for the NYPD. I did it again.
Wow. Wow.
And finally,
oh,
Thank you.
yes, thank you.
I'm just kidding.
I appreciate
Mine are really, really bad. So.
what what did Kojima say?
You got a lot of nerve.
I'm telling you. What did Kojima say when he saw everyone on Twitter or X posting that picture of the Grim Reaper holding a baby in a plastic pod?
I don't know.
Death's trending.
Oh, okay. I like that. I
Good
like
job,
that.
Ed. Good job.
Bravo, Ed. Bravo. Dude, great
Right,
job,
Ed.
man.
Nice.
I love that.
I love you, Chris.
Yeah.
Coming up with them is not easy.
No.
No, you did great.
That's really
You got to
good.
think of the
impressed.
answer first and then work backward and
Yeah.
make it as long as
Yes.
possible.
That's the key.
I came up with one of mine.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Cliffhanger. Tim?
I got it. All right. Well, I've got just a few because it is St. Patty's Day. Why do Irish chilies only have 239 beans?
'Cause one more, they'd be too farty.
Very good.
Ah.
Oh.
I was gonna
nice.
do.
You know that one.
Yeah.
It'd be too farty. Do more than an Irish.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
That's,
yeah.
that'd be a better delivery.
That's
Sorry.
right. So it's supposed to get colder here in Franklin later on. So I've got a tip. If you're cold in your house, just go to the corner of your room. It's always 90 degrees there.
That's true.
That is true.
Those are facts.
Yes.
Yes. What do you call a man fighting a tiger? Claude. Claude.
Or dead.
Oh,
or dead.
Claude.
Either one works.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
I was gonna say Roy.
I try to say mucho. Hey, what did you say?
Nothing.
Okay, great. Spirit, what? All right. I try
That's
to...
too soon.
Too soon. I try to say mucho when I'm around my Hispanic friends. It means a lot to them.
That's also a fact.
True. Yeah?
That's another fact.
Yeah?
Yeah, it is a fact.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are the best ones when they're legit. Yeah.
That's a good one. My wife told me that I couldn't make a car out of spaghetti. Should have seen her face when I drove pasta.
That's a good one.
They see me rolling.
Never yell at a colander. It'll strain your voice.
It's true.
These are all facts.
Yeah, these aren't jokes. These are
jokes.
just
Yeah, you're teaching.
information.
I am
You're like
educating
encyclopedia.
you.
This is
people.
class.
Final one. My wife asked if she'd seen the dog bowl. I said I never knew he did.
Yeah.
Dog bowl.
I saw that one.
Dog, yep. That was coming right at you.
I passed on it.
Oh, I love these. Listen, I love these. This is so much fun, and I love, Chris, that you love them too. So I could do this all day. It's great. But Gabe, it's your turn. Go for it. Chat GPT. Go.
Trust me, mine are. When I was writing them down, I was like, "This is gonna be awful."
Sweet.
It's just Chat GP.
Yeah. on
Gabe
mine.
Patillo.
Yep.
Oh, see?
Looking back at him.
Yep. I love that you keep scrolling up to find a good one.
Yeah, I'm like,
I gotta start with a banger. I gotta start with a banger.
You know when you do something late at night, and then the next day you're like, ooh, shouldn't have done that. Okay. Is there anything worse than when it's raining cats and dogs? Yeah, when it's hailing taxis.
Taxi!
That's good. That's good. Is that the one you made up?
It's not. I should have you guess.
I know.
Why is sand? Oh man.
Come on, man.
Why is sand so optimistic? It has to have a can-do attitude.
Yeah.
It's a little.
Is that the one you made up?
Nope.
A little on the nose there.
Still not the one he made up.
Yikes. Just because the movie's out. Why is it annoying? Why is it so annoying to eat dinner with Will Smith?
Oh, no.
Because he'll slap you. I don't know.
Right?
Apparently he smacks.
There we go.
That's the one
That's
you
the
wrote.
one. That's
Did you
the
write that one?
Hey.
That's the one I made up.
Hey.
Well done, sir.
Should have ended with that one.
Yep.
I
Power
could
through.
end,
No, power through.
don't.
but I'm a
Power
glutton
through.
for punishment.
That's
Yes.
right.
How did Harry Potter get down the hill?
Yep.
Walking. J.K. Rowling.
There you go.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's good.
I like that.
That's good. I would have taken credit for that one.
I didn't make that one up.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. Hey, did you guys hear about the guy?
Hey, you guys.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Did you hear?
Have you heard of this one? About the guy that invented knock-knock jokes? He won the Nobel Prize.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you should have stopped with the Harry Potter one.
Harry Potter was good.
Got some bad news.
Oh, no.
You have another joke?
Yeah. I got two more. I got robbed by 6 dwarves last night.
Ooh.
Not happy.
Yeah, yep. That's, yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that one. I like
that's
that
good.
one.
That's good.
That's a good one.
yeah.
That's a good one.
Yep.
I did find out what kind of doctor Dr. Pepper was.
Oh. What?
Physician.
Physician.
You redeemed yourself.
Doggone it.
We're ending on that note, huh? Okay, cool. That works.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, we love you, Chris. Always, man. Always the dad jokes. I'm so excited for April. It's going to be so much fun.
Router.
Yes.
You got it?
Sure.
Well, let's do it. Ooh, light show. Hey, turn up then. Turn up. Turn up.
New releases this week. Back to you in the studio. I got nothing. See how prepared I am? This is great.
Exactly. We did it already with Ed.
That's right. Thank you,
Did
Ed,
the
for
new
pinch
releases.
hitting. I appreciate that. By the
Nothing
way.
since then.
That's right. Nothing.
Yeah,
Nada.
same week.
Same week.
Same week.
Sorry about it.
Yep. Back to you in the studio.
Yeah. Chris?
Yes. So, as we all know that have been following the gaming news, like the industry has just been in disarray. There's been tons of layoffs and just all this negative news. So I thought I'd bring some positive news.
Finally.
And Stig Asmussen, who is he was the creative director for the Star Wars Jedi games, Fallen Order and Survivor at Respawn, as well as God of War 3, and he worked on Mortal Kombat 2011. He's had a lot of high-profile jobs. He had left Respawn in 2023, saying, hey, you know, I've got this future thing. We'll talk about it later. Well, we found out what his future thing is going to be. He is opening a new studio. So rather than closing, he is opening a new studio.
Hallelujah.
It's called Giant Skull, and it's going to be dedicated to AAA story-driven games, which is kind of his MO, what he's been doing. So it's nice to see that he's not afraid of, oh, man, because there's been all the talk is like, okay, is AAA gaming going downhill? Is it not sustainable? Is it not doable? Well, not only do they think that it's doable, but they're opening a studio in this climate right now, so that means that they've got to have a lot of confidence in themselves. And they've got the chops, and there's people that are part of his team that are from Fortnite and from Valorant and from, let's see here, Rocksteady Games and Epic Games, and all over the place. So he's got a pretty stacked pool of talent that's joining his team. Obviously, it's way early. We don't know what they're going to be doing, what their next game's going to be, what it may even be titled or anything like that. But that we kind of know, hey, it's going to stick in the story-driven realm, which they've been doing really great at and have had a lot of success in. So I'm super excited to just get some news where, yes, rather than something falling apart or dying or losing people, now we're like injecting into the studios and trying to bring something to gaming again. So I'm excited about that.
It's so hard because, you know, coming off of what we talked about last week, right? Was it Deviant Games?
Deviation. Yeah.
And like watching, like I remember being so excited and I remember being like a little confused, like, oh, who are these guys? They're so new.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they were getting that stage time and everything like that. And so you're like, I just wonder what the difference is.
Yeah.
Is it staying lean and mean? Is it being able to, you know, staying lean and mean, doing a lot with a little? You know what I'm saying? Because AAA sounds nice.
Yeah.
But AAA is also really hard. But then at the same time, you see some of these kids pumping out things out of Unreal Engine, and you're like,
yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I remember I should have clicked on it, but I saw a headline. This kid, I call him a kid. He looked like 23 years old.
Yeah.
And he was like, I made a game in Unreal Engine. And you're like, yeah? Just you by yourself?
Yeah.
And people can do it. And so you just wonder, like, what's it got to be to grab people? Is it the gameplay? Is it the story? Is it because you just don't ever know these days, like what's gonna work? Like who's gonna know that Vampire Survivors works? You know what I mean? You got this little 8-bit looking game that just takes over. Minecraft was the same way when it was coming up, and we were too old to understand what in the world was going on.
Well, don't forget the guy that did Fez too. He came out of nowhere and just like he tore
by
up.
himself.
Yeah, by himself.
And then,
AAA to me it still sounds expensive because that's what you think of when you think AAA. You think, oh, it's gonna take a lot of time. It's gonna take a lot of money and a lot of developers.
Yeah, you think instantly. I think hundreds of millions of dollars to make in 7 years.
If they can put together a formula to kind of trim it down, get the right people, and do it in a way that's a little bit more manageable and affordable, then we have longevity. I feel like we've got way more longevity.
Here's a question, and you guys yell out too, actually, because I'm interested in what you think. When you think of the words AAA, the only thing that separates out AAA to me just looking at it is just visuals, right? Is that what you judge AAA off of?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's visuals, but I think also
I'm saying when we don't have it yet, and somebody's like, we're doing a AAA Wolverine.
Sure.
You're expecting just to see something that looks really good looking, right? Is that what AAA? Is that the main?
I think that's a huge part of it, but I think my head also goes to amazing story and likely high caliber talent.
But don't you feel like AAA is announced before we know anything about the story?
I know, but that's what I'm saying is when I hear, oh, we're making a AAA Wolverine game, let's use your example, I'm immediately thinking that story's going to be awesome and it's going to look amazing. There's probably going to be somebody, tied to it that we know their name, from Hollywood or whatever. That's just immediately where I go until we start to get things from it, because I feel like that's kind of what we've been trained to think at this point.
So when something comes out and doesn't have a good story and doesn't attach, is it still AAA? I think Anthem.
Yeah.
Right? Like, by all accounts, you look at Anthem and you're like, that's a AAA game.
Yeah.
But man, did that do terrible.
I always judge AAA by the size of the studio. That's how I judge it. A AAA game is one put out by a major studio.
Sure.
So when someone says, we're making a AAA game and I've never heard of them, then I don't know what to think.
Right. But if it's a AAA game done by Ubisoft, it's immediately a AAA game because they have so many studios.
Right.
No matter what it looks like.
No matter what it looks like, and they can pump it out.
If they say, oh, a AAA game is like, we're a studio of 10, you're going to be like, nah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. I see where you're coming from.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what this guy's saying. I'm doing a AAA game.
Yeah.
Me, myself, and I. De La Soul.
I don't know. I mean, maybe our definition, our thought of maybe the definition of AAA is going to have to kind of shift a little bit and go down. I mean, maybe because these budgets have to come down. I don't think it's going to be sustainable. I just don't think they can continue doing that without finding other revenue streams. I don't want a lot of tons and tons of I don't want microtransactions in my store games. Right. I don't want that. So I don't know how they can afford to keep doing that. So something's got to change.
Yes. Yeah. And it has to be. I think it has to start with the cost. Cost has to come down. But is that going to happen?
Yeah.
What is that? Yeah. If the cost is coming down, that's people coming down.
That's true. Yeah. That's talent, developers, everything coming down. I can just hear Lauren going, AAA. Isn't that who you call to get your car towed? No, I love you.
That's right.
That's exactly what she's thinking, too.
A couple weeks ago, Ed had brought to our attention a card game.
Yeah.
Called
Balatro?
Balatro.
That's how I say it. I don't,
I would have said Balatro.
Okay, Balatro.
But I also can't read.
Oh, really?
You're doing great so far. Keep it up.
I mean, you're doing great.
You've come so far in your life, man.
I know.
I am proud of you.
Thank you.
Man.
Thank you so much.
See, that's a lesson to everyone out there. Don't go to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine.
Play video games.
He's joking,
You'll be fine.
kids.
You're doing great.
Fortunately, you can't read the comments, so it's going to be great.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, that's all I had to say about that. It's coming to Android and iPhone.
Hey, all right.
That's a big deal because I wasn't going to play it any other way, I don't think.
Really?
And
yeah, card games kind of feel perfect for mobile stuff. Yeah.
It is odd that there's a PS5 version.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Really?
It feels too much.
I don't know why you need one.
Right.
I can see it's a king.
And so, right. So I didn't know that in its first 8 hours it grossed $1 million.
Really?
That game.
Wow.
Sold 500,000 copies in 10 days. 500,000. Remember those days, Toby? You used to be able to sell 500,000 copies of something.
That would be
the good old days.
And that would be gold, yes? That's
gold.
That's gold.
That's gold. That's few and far between these days. 500,000 copies in 10 days. And has now been played an accumulative 1,742 years.
Wow.
By people across the globe. And so it's coming to iPhone or Android. They didn't say when yet, but the publisher was doing an AMA earlier this week, and they did say it's coming. And I think that's when it's probably going down.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I'll definitely play it on the phone.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
I like it.
I'll give it a try. I don't.
Yeah, man.
It'll cost some money.
Yeah. Oh, really? How much?
I don't know. It's not free.
And there that goes.
It's not free.
Well,
I'll wait till you tell me how it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't remember
That's
how
right.
much it cost.
I think it was $15, $20, something like that.
That sounds about right.
So, are you playing it anymore?
Yeah, I've been playing. I played it this morning.
Really? On the PS5?
okay.
Yeah, on the PS5.
Overkill.
Overkill looks great.
Do you love it enough to play it again and buy it again on your phone?
Yeah, because it's a roguelite or like. You start over every time you play it, so it's
always new.
It's always new. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you try it?
No, that's good. Dude, I still got to get through Spider-Man 2 for crying out loud. I'm so far back.
I'm just saying on the phone, like, because sometimes
maybe
it takes something to the phone.
Maybe.
That's a no.
That's a no.
That's a no.
I'm still playing Marvel Snap.
Yeah.
I'll just keep playing Marvel Snap.
And you got to 100, right?
I did. Yeah, it was great. It was
Infinite,
great.
hey.
I had to thank Stancil for getting me back into it because when we were out in L.A., he was playing. I'm like, I should try it again.
Oh, yeah, for the Game Awards.
Yeah.
That's
Right. And I love it. I've been playing it every day. Thanks, Stancil.
Yeah, Stancil was over in the corner with a trench coat.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, hey,
man, you want
I
that
got
snap?
that stuff if
I
you
got
need
some
me.
cards for you.
I got that snap. Got that snap if you need me.
I got a Groot right here.
Got a Groot right here.
Got a Groot.
Got a Cosmo if you need me.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got, Christopher?
All right, so more, I guess it depends on your perspective, but I think good news. So we've also heard a lot about this rumored coming PlayStation 5 Pro. And now we have some leaked information about it, more specifics on what it's supposedly going to be able to do. And this was leaked by the YouTube channel Moore's Law is Dead, but it was then confirmed by Inside Gamer and a couple of other people saying, hey, our sources are saying the same thing, so we're going to kind of back up this guy's leak. And so they're saying...
Did they have a saying, somebody fell under like professional leaker or like, it was one of those
I've
names.
heard that saying before. Yeah. So
That's a
this
crappy
YouTube
name.
channel before. Yeah.
And
I'm a
sounds-
professional leaker. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, watch out. Here's
Yeah.
a towel.
Sounds like you
carry
need
it
a
around.
doctor for that one. I would keep that
exactly.
under
I
wraps.
ruin things on purpose
Yeah, you did.
for free.
They call me the Titanic.
Wow. there we go.
What?
What does that mean?
So Titanic is a boat
Uh-huh.
and
And
got hit by an iceberg.
Started
And
with-
Wait, the boat got hit by an iceberg?
Yeah, it fell from the sky.
He hasn't read about the he hasn't read about the Titanic yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Both of them were alive for it. I happen to miss it.
Well played, sir.
It was
well
huge
played.
news.
That was big news
It
at the
was
time.
huge news. I read it in the
Coming
paper.
over on the radio. I
read it in the paper.
An iceberg fell out of the
Extra,
sky
extra.
and hit
Read
this
all
boat.
about
See?
it.
That's right.
Right after
Titanic sinks.
I read the funnies.
Yeah.
The band went down with the boat.
Oh.
The paper's only 2 bits. Come read about it. So, anyways, about the PS5 Pro.
I really wanted to understand the joke.
Well, you know.
Next time.
So
It leaked water.
It leaked water.
Titanic leaked water.
it was a professional
Really?
leaker.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're doing great. You're fine.
I don't think
Listen,
I am.
it's him. It's him.
And now he's
That's-
there.
you're doing great.
Yeah.
Listen, you made up all your jokes.
Hey.
I'm not hating at all.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Just because 9 out of 10 of them had Kojima in it.
It's for Chris.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not hating.
You have to know
You're
your
just good.
source.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you're
We
trying-
know
Absolutely.
the
Yeah,
source.
absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely, guys.
So, anyways, so it looks like we're looking at rendering performance about 45% faster. And some of these are
That's a
ambiguous.
lot.
Yeah, that feels like a lot, doesn't it? I mean, if
It
you say
does.
50%, which is just knocking on the door 50%, that's a lot in one generation, essentially. 2 to 3 times better ray tracing performance.
That's big.
And 4 in some cases, so probably with the older games that are currently already out. They're going to have their own version of the upscaling and anti-aliasing solution, kind of like DLSS that NVIDIA has and whatnot, but they're going to have their own version of it. And I feel like they've been saying this since the PS5 came out originally, but they're saying resolution supported up to 8K. What does that even mean? Who knows? That's just
No
a talking
games are
point.
being made in 8K.
Exactly.
Hold on a second. Just show of hands. Me and my brother had this conversation years ago, really. It's my brother right here, Marcel, running the camera.
Shout out,
Hey,
Marcel.
Marcel.
Thank you, Marcel.
Who in this room has an 8K television?
Hollywood.
Bones, you have an 8K television?
No, he
No, he
It was
doesn't.
the ultimate fake out. He did the Superman and then went, oh.
Dang it. That cuts deep. Because I always wonder, like,
I love you, dude. No.
He's outta here.
Stay. You're good.
please don't go. Because I just always wondered, it feels like to boast 8K, that's great, and see it where? You know what I mean? And they're not making 8K games.
No. It would run at
That stuff
12
would have-
frames a second.
Yeah, that stuff would have to
Come
come
on.
on a memory card.
Yeah, and so I mean, those are kind of like the high points of it, and I'm sure more information will come out. They are saying as well, and that YouTube channel, as well as the people that are kind of backing up his information, saying they're hearing that it's going to be holiday 2024, so right
That's
around the corner.
crazy.
That's not very far away. So I mean, do any of you guys? I mean, obviously we don't know anything price wise. Are any of you even the least bit interested or enticed, or just
Yes.
What do you think? Yeah, you as well,
Yeah.
Tim.
I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence on that, but
If it's as fast as they're talking about,
Yeah.
If it's that big a jump,
Yeah.
I've never bought a pro version of
Yeah.
a console before. I mean, I bought the Series X.
Yes.
but I didn't have a Xbox before.
Yes.
So if it's talking about being 50% this, that, and the other, I think that's hard to pass.
I mean,
up.
that feel. Well, I remember when in the last generation when PS4 Pro came out, like it was a jump, yes, but it did not feel like they weren't throwing around 45% faster kind of
Right.
thing. Yeah, that feels
yeah.
big.
I had the Pro, and I never had any problems with it. And now I'm not the one to really look at, the high definition. And
Yeah.
everything. I just play my games and do my
Did
thing.
you bought the Pro after you had the 4?
Yeah, I did have a 4, and then I had a. And then I
What
got
made
the
you
4.
buy the Pro, or was it a gift?
I think it was my sweet wife that got it for me for Christmas.
Yeah.
Aw.
So
But you wouldn't have bought it. On
I
your own.
probably wouldn't have bought it. Just like with this now, like I'm happy and very content with what I've got now. I don't.
Yeah.
Well, and
Still write it down, Lauren. Still write
that's
it
right. That's right. I love you.
Holidays.
That's right. Holidays are always a good time. But what was the price? What did you say the price point?
That's not.
So they don't
yeah,
have
there's
the
been no
price point.
speculation on what that's going to be right
So
now.
it's got to be more.
But does the Pro version usually come out more expensive than the original thing launched?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
right?
PS4 Pro
Yeah.
was
Wasn't
like
the
I think
Pro-
about
the 4 Pro
$100
was.
more.
It was
Yeah,
100
yeah.
more
Yeah.
than the original console had launched at in the first place.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I guess that was gonna matter.
okay.
yeah.
Because if it's $700,
Yeah, I mean,
That's a bunch of money.
It is absolutely. That would be like,
Right?
you definitely got to sell the other one and figure out something. And then it's like, yeah, that would be a big jump.
$700.
Yeah, I'm out. Never mind.
Nope.
It was just something about those numbers when I first saw it.
Yeah,
I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, my ears are always perked up, but yeah, I need to know what price are we talking about, and depending on what that is, what do I have to do to make that happen? We'll have to see.
And then if Sony is winning the console generation, why do you think they're doing this?
I feel like they're just following the game plan from last time.
I agree.
Why not? You know,
Yeah.
kind of thing. I
That seems
feel
like a terrible
if,
reason
if-
to do something.
But if Xbox doesn't do it, I feel like they were just expecting it. So they're like, we need to stay pushing our foot on the gas, kind of thing. And then they're like, wait, you're not doing this. And by then, if you're already down the road so far in R&D, you might as well do it anyways. So
Gosh. It's just like I've always been so confused because I've never had a pro version.
yes,
Like my kids still play my day one
Yeah,
PS4.
yeah.
Nice.
And so like that's still rocking and rolling. They're, playing whatever.
sounds like a jet engine.
No, I clean mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Whew, man,
Because those
mine-
things get loud, all that
Oh
dust.
yeah,
and
they were
everything.
loud.
Yeah, super loud.
Yeah.
But did you feel, you're the wrong one to ask.
Thanks, dude.
You got to know your audience. Yeah.
I know,
You're
yeah,
the wrong
Yeah,
one to
yeah.
ask.
Consider the source.
Yeah. But I just wondered, did you ever feel it? Like, were you like, oh, I'm so glad that I got the pro version?
I mean, I feel like I think there were times, especially when it first came out, absolutely. As you started getting towards the tail end of the generation, my gut would say no, but then again, I really wasn't dabbling with my OG anymore because I'd given that to Stacy and she was the one messing around, or it was just playing stuff, streaming stuff in the living room,
Did you ever feel like that, Ed? When you jumped to the pro version, like, ooh, I'm so glad I got the pro version.
When I got the Pro, we already had the 5, so I got the Pro for Sarah.
the PS4
Yeah.
Pro.
But the PS4
Yes.
Pro.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, so you didn't even play it really.
Right.
That's just the hard part, like, because it comes out, but then you got to wait for them to implement anything besides just speed, right? Mm-hmm. When we first got to see the fast travel in Miles Morales or whatever.
I feel like the immediate benefit is very similar to when the PS5 hit. It's like, okay, all these PS4 games, they release PS5 patches where like now there's better frame rates and everything, or maybe the resolution hits a little bit higher for this. So I think that would be the immediate, is that when it hits, maybe at least for first party, there'll be several patches like, all right, here's day one update. So like now this is a locked 60 frames or whatever. I think that would be the immediate, which it's the quality of life stuff that interests me about it, and that I feel like you got in the initial bump with the PS4 Pro. But yeah, I'm not interested in like the 8K and anything. That's just like, I don't care about that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's tough. I don't know. I want it though.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah, it's,
Right.
it's the FOMO. Yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
It's because shh.
No.
My wife is here. Shh.
Christmas.
Man, I
You're
don't
supposed to be
need.
shouting how much you do need it. See,
Birthday.
honey. See?
Christmas.
No. Oh, Mr. Gentleman don't need it either.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Me and you gonna be in the same boat. We'll just mail one back and forth between the two of us.
You have it this month. I'll have it next month.
Yeah,
Right.
Just rent it out.
Right. Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Sony just wants you to buy a new TV.
Yeah.
Their new 8K TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely not happening.
I think most people are just wrapping their heads around 4K at this point. So, like, to go that advanced so soon feels weird. And kind of, it does feel kind of forced. Like, hey, we're going to do this, and you can get this lovely 8K TV that nobody really knows
Because
the
the
difference of.
PS5's been out for how long? 3 years? 4 years?
It came out the end of 2020,
5
right?
years?
Yeah, and
Yeah, I think so.
4.5 years? Sheesh. I guess it's almost 4. I guess it's time. It just doesn't feel like there's something pushing them to do it. That's
Sure.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's,
well, that
that's
we
weird.
know of. They may have some games lined up, and
Yeah, I don't think
I don't
so.
doubt it, but who knows?
Well, because it's still going to have to be, there's still going to have to be parity. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about with the Xboxes. It's not like you're going to all of a sudden play something on there that you can't play
Right.
on your PS5. Huh. I guess we'll get in time for Wolverine and all that stuff. Did anybody ever play EverQuest? Wow, really? Nobody?
I didn't play it. No.
EverQuest was my first lesson in not canceling a subscription.
Nice.
The game came out 25 years ago.
Wow.
This year. And I paid for the game for 2 years without ever playing it.
Oh, great marketing there.
I am
Nailed
the
you.
demographic that they were looking for. Huh? I think it was $10 a month at the time, which was a lot of money.
That is a lot.
But I still lived at home, you know what I'm saying? I had no bills. You know what I'm saying? Was I still in high school? Yeah, I was still in high school. Still, though. That's ridiculous. It took a friend sitting me down, actually.
No.
Yeah, like had an intervention.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, like, why are you still paying for this game? I was like, well, if I want to play it, like, it's been 2 years, homie. You're not playing it? Anyway, they're doing some 25th anniversary celebration stuff. But what's kind of interesting is there's 84 characters that were created on March 16th, 1999, the day it came out,
Wow.
that are still playing.
Oh,
84 characters.
That's impressive.
You gonna get it?
That they had them hooked in that long. Yeah. Yeah. Are you going to be
I'm
buying back
probably accidentally one of them.
in? Yeah.
yep.
Wait, I'm still paying for this.
Yeah, absolutely. So EverQuest has been just like one of those games I feel like has been in the background of gaming for forever. Obviously been 25 years. And I just thought it was really interesting that, like, is there a game in anybody's life that they've played that long? Like, it could be Tetris, it could be Super Mario World, it could be something like that. It could be Miss Pac-Man. Is there anything you can think back on that you were like, oh yeah, I could say I've put in?
Not consistently.
Yeah, not consistently.
I don't think
no
it's
way.
consistent.
No way, yeah.
Anybody out there?
There you go.
Mario Kart 64.
Mario Kart 64.
That'd have been a long
That's a good
time
one,
ago.
yeah.
That's crazy. 25 years of playing that game.
Yeah.
I wonder if they know each other, the 84 people.
You got to think that I've heard the legends of you, and you've heard of me. It's got to be something
exactly,
like that, yeah.
Exactly,
They're
something
meeting
like
up at the
that.
cons.
Yeah.
They're having a powwow.
Goodness gracious. I just kind of want to sit here.
It's great, right?
Go for it. Your show.
This is kind of great.
It's really great.
That's all I have. Are you out?
I'm out.
Nope.
You don't have anything?
Immediately, no.
Already did the free games.
Thanks, Eduardo.
You bet.
Yeah. Well, you know where to find us. Facebook.com/married to the games. Twitter, youtube.com/mttgcast. Of course, like Ed did not say, youtube.com/married to the games. Now a part of the Access More family of podcasts. Go to accessmore.com. Check us out. You can come listen to Ed. We have ever released.
Well done.
And if you'd like to throw $1,
Oh, that was
Good.
That had power.
Man.
That had power. Go take a seat.
Wow.
Go take a seat. That had power.
Wow.
That was nice. Nice, guys.
and if you'd like to throw $1 in the tip jar, you totally can.
Wow.
Over at patreon.com/mttg.
I knew at some point you would get up and leave the stage. I didn't know it would be that point.
And
Come on, man.
I'm sorry, dude.
I feel like I did it last time.
He is legit convicted
Yeah,
right now.
I mean-
Look at him. This-
What I really like is backstage before the show, Chris said, Gabe, you're not going to call on me, right?
I wasn't even
I
thinking
did
about
not.
it. And Ed.
Oh, wow.
I love the disappointment.
You got to give the people what they don't want.
Exactly.
Well said,
Rate us
well
on
said.
Apple Podcasts. Leave a review. 5 stars, please. And if you do,
You pull out your phone and do it now if you want.
you can do it now, yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
We will record episode 601.
Yeah.
We will, won't we?
We are holding the next episode hostage.
That's right.
All right. So before we get into the bumper, there's a microphone down here. You guys know how this goes. It's the question of the week time. So let's get into some. Turn up now. Live and direct. What up, bud? Thanks for coming back.
Yes, it is very good to be here.
It's good to see you.
Already been
Good to have
2
you.
years almost
Yeah.
since 500.
Yeah, good to
Great
see
to
you.
be here
Nathan.
again. Now, before I get into my question, I need to shout out my wonderful wife,
Good man.
with whom am celebrating 15 years of marriage.
Oh, let's
on
go.
May 16th.
All right.
We're treating this as our getaway for our anniversary.
Oh, that's
and
great.
you know,
That's awesome.
I'm
Say your
reminded with how much time passes that time flies like an arrow and fruit flies like a banana.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does, Nathan.
Say your
Dugas.
name, let everybody know who you are.
I'm Nathan Dugas, also known as the Frozen Gamer 87.
Yeah, you
That's
are.
right.
Host of the Orange Box podcast and my cooking channel, Not Authentic But Delicious.
Ooh.
Really? You have a cooking channel?
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
What kind of things do you cook?
All sorts of stuff.
Shoot.
Okay,
That would
I'm
be
in.
quick live with me.
Yep.
I'd be like, well, and that's how you make a hot dog. Thank you guys for joining.
Tune in tomorrow.
That's how
for-
you open Cheerios.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Tune in tomorrow for that banging PB&J.
Right. Monday, we got a Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
All right, so as for my question, first I have to say this Friday, beginning at 9 a.m. Central Time, on my channel, Frozen Gamer 87, I'll be doing my 24-hour extra life stream.
Oh, awesome.
5th year in a row.
Support him.
Right.
I love that.
Please come check it out. Even if you can't donate, just coming by and saying hi
Heck
is really
yeah.
helpful, especially early in the morning when it's.
Yes. The witching hour.
When you're
Yeah, the
struggling,
witching hours for
when
sure.
the struggle is real.
But this relates to my question, and my question is: if you had a 24-hour period of continuous gaming, and you had one game you could pick from your backlog to play, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question. 24 hours from the backlog.
I'll go. I'll do
Yeah.
Witcher 3. I haven't played it in a while.
Ooh.
I would love to play that again. I don't think I'd go back to Elden Ring because I need a guide again for that. So,
Yeah.
but if it's 24 hours of me, Witcher 3.
To be clear, backlog is games you haven't played yet.
Oh,
Ooh.
throwing the wrench.
Shoot. I have to change my answer.
Yeah.
Okay, I will go then while they think because I know what mine would be, and I would do Elden Ring because I haven't done it.
Oh, yeah.
And
Really?
I
Oh.
wouldn't because it's 24 hours. no guide. I'll just figure it out, see how far I can go, kind
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah, because I feel like that would easily eat up 24 hours.
That'll definitely be
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I have played it for like 5 minutes? I'm gonna go Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yes.
Yes.
There
That's
you
what I
go.
would go with.
That's a good answer, actually.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mine's kind of like yours, Gabe. I don't really have a backlog. It's more games I just haven't finished yet. So probably Final Fantasy Rebirth.
There you have it. Yeah, I like it. I love it.
I don't know. I kind of like your answer. I might.
Did you do Bloodborne?
I did do Bloodborne.
Yeah, that was the one that got him into
That
the
was
whole
the first one
Soul-like
that got
stuff.
me into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim, you need to do Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yes, I'm gonna say Metal Gear Solid 5 as well. For
Yes,
you, for you, my
2.
friend. For you, my friend.
Yes. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Nathan.
All right. Thank
Good to
guys.
see you,
Oh,
buddy.
And one last question for you.
Yeah.
What do you call a fake dad?
Ooh.
Faux pas.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, Mama. What up, Mama?
Nothing much. I just have a baby.
Yes, you do. Yes,
What
you
makes
do.
you a mom?
He's adorable.
He's married to the games shirt. His
Oh, she got a
baby.
onesie?
Oh, she got the
Yes.
Yes.
Drawn by my daughter.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And it was Ed's idea.
It was. It was a
It's a
brilliant
good
idea.
idea.
Yeah.
He
Was
looks
that at why were you here?
It was at your house. We
Yeah,
just hanging out.
I just don't remember why you were in town.
Because he's your friend and he loves you, and you wanted to
I was like,
stop by
get
and
out
say
of the
hi.
bushes and come into the house.
Probably a long time ago.
Just knock.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't
you know
look in the
me.
window.
So first, before I came, I asked my sister. I was like, "Hey, we're doing live questions. Do you have any questions you want me to ask?" And she said, "Yeah, ask them. When are you gonna do a centennial episode closer to Oregon?"
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, we kind of have our roots here.
It's hard
Sort of.
because, was it Amara? My 12-year-old asked why we do it here. She was like, why do you guys do it in Nashville? And I was like, well, 2 of us live here, and so it's just easier to figure things out. I would love to do
Yeah,
a
it would be
destination
cool.
one.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really fun.
Yeah.
It'd be tough, man.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
a bit closer to my side.
Yeah.
Maybe a
Would you
little.
say thank you?
Vegas.
Vegas?
Oh, heck no. 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 Okay.
Disney? Okay.
I'm down for that.
But that's further away.
Well,
Disney
Disney's
World.
further south.
Disneyland. is in
Disneyland.
California. Yeah.
I got some Spirit vouchers if you want them.
I thought you already gave those away.
Yeah,
that's
Toby's
right.
got it.
Toby's got it. He needs them. Dude. Yeah.
Honestly, I think it would be a little more challenging because we know people here. We've got kind of a core set of people. I mean, the guys that put all this together, they're all here. So that it was great. It would probably be a little bit tougher to go somewhere else that we don't necessarily know and put it all together.
We have talked about changing the time of when these happen. And so, just, it's not really behind the curtain. But
You heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard it here first. But, waiting the 2 years is tough. And then, I guess, not being, even though I feel like Nashville is central, but yeah, when you live in Oregon.
Yeah, it's a little far.
it
It's
feels
a little far.
Super far away.
Yeah, she was really bummed that she couldn't make
Aw.
it.
I know. I hate that. I'm sorry.
There it is.
Mila was bummed too.
I can hear her.
Yes. Tell her next time.
Yeah. Well, she's probably watching. I don't know. But so my question,
Hey, Cameron.
I've got 2 questions. I've got a fun question and then a silly question.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Fun and
So-
silly.
nice.
Yeah, both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So first, the fun question. I actually stole this from you, Gabe. I've been listening to the old episodes from the beginning.
What?
So sorry.
Yeah. So I was on episode 12, and Gabe asked, I think it was like the first or second question of the week you ever asked. But I was like, it's been a long time. Your answer's probably changed. So if you were going to a deserted island and you could pick 3 video games to play for the rest of your life, which 3 would you pick?
Do we have an internet connection on this side?
Right.
You have to have an
You almost
internet
have to.
connection. Got to.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Call of Duty. One of the Modern Warfares.
You said that 12 years ago, too.
Did I? Call of Duty?
Oh, good. So you have like all the notes from
the
what we
answer's
said.
good.
I listened to it 2
remember
weeks
that one?
ago, so.
Oh, that's fun.
Mario Kart. And, oh, man.
Which
Come on, man. I don't know.
sticklers, sticklers.
The newest one, whatever the newest one is. No, not Final Fantasy.
Oh, really?
Gosh. a third one. Dang it, that's tough. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go Shenmue. Yeah, go back to Shenmue Saturdays. Dang it, I don't know. I have to think about it. 3 from you, Chris.
I would do Metal Gear Solid 5. I would take Gran Turismo 2. And I would probably take like Tetris. Like
You know what's
Game
funny?
Boy.
I was gonna
That's not a
say
bad
Miss
idea.
Pac-Man.
Yeah?
Like
Oh,
the
there you go.
cabinet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Miss Pac-Man.
You're gonna bring a cabinet to the
I
hauling
got
it
the
in the
whole island to
sand.
Hey
myself.
guys, where can I plug this in?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Yeah,
Right
don't worry
across
about
the
how it
sand.
This
happens.
isn't a logical
No,
question.
of
Yes,
course
yes,
not.
exactly.
Why would
Yes,
it be,
yes,
right?
yes.
What do you got, Ed?
Overwatch,
Yep.
Speedstorm, and probably Red Dead 2.
Oh, good call.
Yeah?
There you go.
Good call. All right, now I'll do Witcher 3. I will do Overwatch as well.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, and which what? You can have a one-on-one. Okay, yeah. We could go one-on-one on the island. It'd be great. And Elden Ring probably. I'd play that again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Definitely.
I love that game.
It's such a good game. Oh, so good.
Okay, that
And
was
now
a fun
the silly
Oh,
question.
silly. Let's
Silly.
go.
Oh, yeah.
So, in episode 600A, Ed said that he said everything is Gabe. So he said if you get to eat anything, that's Gabe. If you get to take stuff home with you, that's Gabe. So just to clarify, did I hear right that we get to take Gabe home with us?
Everybody gets a week.
That's right. That's right.
And my wife appreciates it.
That's right. She's like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, you feed him, please.
Here's a hot dog.
Yeah, that's all I
That's
need.
all I got. Love you guys.
Thank you. Thank
Love
so
you
much.
guys.
Good
Thank
to see
you. Congrats on the baby, too. It's amazing. Wait, when you guys were here at 500, were you just married or
Engaged.
you were
Engaged.
engaged? Isn't that
Wow.
awesome? And now we're building
got babies.
a new
Yeah.
family. It's amazing. Congrats, guys.
Stancil, our first special guest ever.
Beautiful man,
Yeah.
you. Hello, Stancil.
Freaking Stancil. What a staple. A married to the game staple.
really is.
Can we give it up for Stancil?
Yeah, man, we got to give it up for Stancil. You're amazing, dude. We love you.
Yeah, we love you, buddy.
I'm just here to make everything else look better. So, that's it.
Hush.
So yeah, I also will be reading questions that you all send in. I do also know some of you have sent in questions that are here locally. If you want to ask them, run to the mic, because otherwise I will ask them on your behalf. But anyone else watching, please feel free to send in the questions, and I will ask those. But I'm going to start with one of my own.
Oh.
So you'll have to wait for yours. If you each had to pick one historical figure to subscribe to their streaming channel, who would that be?
That's a great
Dang
question.
it. That's too good a question. And a historical figure to follow their stream.
Yep.
Ooh, wee.
I think I'm going Abraham Lincoln.
Really?
Yes, I think I find him fascinating. Went through a heck of a time
Did he?
in our country, and I think it'd be interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about you, Ed?
I was waiting for somebody to be like Adam and Eve for you guys jokers out there.
And I guess I'm curious, what also do you think they would be doing on their stream?
Yeah. I think he's
Ain't get here by ourselves.
he was probably. I mean, I think he would be writing. He'd be doing a lot of writing, studying. I just.
Would you want to hear him talk?
Well, of course.
I just want to watch him write.
I just want to watch him with the little pen. No.
Puts his candle out,
Like his
like,
speeches are so iconic. His voice, from what we understand, was very iconic. I'd love to just hear him talk, and he sounds.
Pontificate.
He's very inspiring as well. So.
In the chat, tell them not to go to the theater.
Yeah, the
That's
chat.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Avoid the theater at all.
I want to stick to the radio.
That's right.
What say you, Ed? Historical figure. That is a tough one.
It's a really tough one. Part of me wants to say Christopher Columbus just so I could troll him.
Ooh. You ain't discovered. How you discover
didn't
something when people
know.
are there?
Yeah, exactly.
I discovered it. Like, people are here.
I'm going to go Walt Disney.
Oh, that's great.
Oh!
That's fantastic.
Shoot, that's a good answer.
That's a great answer.
I'm stealing that answer.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of Jesus, like
That is a
that's
great
good
answer.
I mean, honestly, the first thing that came to my head was a little close to Router. I was like, I want to follow Davy Crockett. I want to see should I really be remembering the Alamo. You know, I want to see how he was doing.
Really?
Yeah, I want to know. Like, there's all these legends. It's like, how much of this is real? I want to see just what's going to happen here.
Live streaming from the Alamo. Here we go.
I want to see it. I want to see it. Like,
How's
all right,
that going to
cool.
work out for everybody?
All right, it's legit. Or, you know, I want to know.
That's amazing. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
Disney's a
Disney's
good
a
answer.
fantastic answer.
Because I would love to hear his thought process.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
What would he be doing to answer?
He'd be drawing.
He'd be playing Speedstorm.
He'd be really good at it. That's there? I didn't know that shortcut was there.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Ansel.
That was good, Ansel. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, so the first one coming in is from Mark Boucher.
Oh,
Sweet.
everybody
Mark
give him
Boucher.
oh, sorry, Mark.
Yep.
COVID, right?
COVID.
Sorry, Mark. COVID got him again.
Oh, man.
Yep. So, what is something with the podcast that you haven't done before, but you would like to do sometime in the next 100 episodes?
You know what? I would love to do not like a centennial episode, but I would love to travel and do like this in like theaters.
Ooh.
Like I think that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be
We just got
awesome.
to find other people that listen.
I was going to
to
say, would
us.
people show up?
Be like a 7-person theater.
That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we
Like
could
little
find
black
Someone's
box.
backyard I'll take. That's fine, too. That
Yeah.
works.
That's fun. That's a good one. Tim, what do you think over the next 100 episodes?
I would
something we've
love
not
for
done?
all of us to stream together, like collectively, like whether it be for something like a Stack Up or for something like Extra Life. I think all four of us. I have never laughed so hard to the point of crying when we were all on like Fall Guys or I think it was Overwatch.
Oh, yes.
Dying. So yeah.
Overcooked. We're trying to stay friends.
That's right. Yeah. We need to stay friends.
Yeah, that was
I
was tough.
just
That
had
was tough.
so much fun with you guys doing it,
Yeah, that was
and
fun.
even when we did all of our stuff and you guys jump on it, it's just so much fun. I would love
Yeah.
to do that.
Tim is a sneaky streamer.
He's a
Yeah.
good streamer.
Yeah, he
Tim is a really good streamer.
Yeah, he
Really.
is.
Golly.
He used to go every day at like what 4 in the morning.
5 in the morning. Yeah, I had my morning crew with me. Shout out morning
that's
crew.
right.
Such a
It
good
was
job of that.
it was so much fun, but I never thought of it.
Me and Tim, me and Ed used to talk about behind his back so bad. We're like, why do you get so good at this? We're like, dang, Tim knows how to stream.
Let's fire him. This is great. Get him off.
100 episodes.
I think that it would be awesome if within the next we could get to a thing where maybe once a quarter we all came together and just did not a live in front of an audience, but just did
the four of
a
us.
show together in the room and like we would stream
Oh,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Love
I
that.
would love that to be a
I'll
thing
come
that
to
we
Dallas.
did more frequently. Yeah, and
Yep,
then maybe bounce
absolutely.
around a little bit just to keep it somewhat interesting. I think that'd be amazing, and that would
Yeah.
be it would just be cool hangs and everything.
I love it.
Yeah, I think we load up a tour bus and do a mom and pop tour of video game places.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Great
Like
idea.
visit the places that nobody knows exists and just shine a light on the fact that they exist in these small towns.
Mostly family-run businesses.
all
and
family run.
run.
Yeah, we're not gonna go to GameStop.
Oh, I
in
love that.
Saskatchewan.
No GameStop.
And so I think that'd be dope.
Yep.
That'd be really cool.
A little road trip.
I love that question. That was good.
Ooh.
Good question.
Okay. Thanks, Mark Boucher.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry you're not here,
Yes.
buddy.
Hope you feel
He's
better.
supposed to be here. His wifey, I think, is the one with the COVID. Got you again.
Anyone local want to jump in before I go? Yep.
Watch your step.
Yeah.
Oh, he brought a backpack. This is serious.
Well, okay, you'll see in a second.
What up?
So
Adam?
a couple.
I'll see you in a second.
Show
Oh, you
and
would look.
tell.
So first of
I'm
all,
nervous.
Good to see you, Adam.
Good to see you, man.
Yes.
great to see you guys. So first of all, Molly was crushed when you guys decided to do this on a Sunday because this was her spring break,
Yep.
and she's going back to school right now. So she's on the
On the train.
train. Hold it for just a second. I did bring something for you guys to share, though.
Ooh. Be a straw.
Oh, yes.
That's funny.
Pop-Tarts, baby.
Pop-Tarts.
Your cooking stream, Gabe.
Yeah,
Brown
exactly.
sugar cinnamon, the right one.
Sugar,
Episode 2.
cinnamon.
What is the brown sugar?
Excellent.
I agree. This is usually my nickname.
Ooh, yeah.
And they're the right kind.
Right, babe?
Um,
Nothing?
No, she's done. And she just walked out. She's like, I'm out.
so what do you call an angry carrot?
An angry carrot?
Yeah.
I
don't know.
A steamed veggie.
Ooh, a steamed veg.
All right.
Excellent.
All right.
Yep.
Like it.
What would bears be without bees?
I know this one.
Ears.
Ears.
Yep.
Ears. I like
It's
that.
hard to find ones that you guys haven't done or
Yeah, exactly. It's tough.
Trust. Who you telling?
Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer?
I know this one too. Because she runs away from the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cinderella.
Yeah.
So now for the actual gaming question. So
Okay.
I used to love the SSX games when they first came out.
The
Like,
snowboarding games.
yeah,
Yeah.
SSX, SSX Tricky. All the newer ones I just haven't clicked with.
Amen.
Is there any series out there that you feel has lost its way? And if they just went back to kind of what they used to do.
Burnout.
Yes.
Yes.
Burnout.
Burnout.
That is perfect.
They
Yes.
need a new Burnout and just go back to what they used to do.
Car crashes.
Car crashes. Burnout was so good. Like if they did a re-release, a remaster or whatever of those old ones, buy it 2 seconds.
That was awesome.
I love the Burnout games. Mm-hmm. What say you guys?
Final Fantasy. No, just kidding. Stop. Burnout. It's Burnout for me as well. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Can
wow.
I interest you
those.
in the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy 14?
I know.
That's right. I don't know if I have one, to be honest. I mean,
You haven't gamed long enough.
yeah, I really haven't. But
It's a tough one.
yeah, I can't. Chris, over to you.
I mean, it has gone away and it's not really around anymore. But I think Twisted Metal, it was
Yes.
great, and then
Wow.
they tried
Yeah.
to do Black and a couple of things, and it just didn't work. And I mean, obviously now they've got the TV show and everything, but I think that one would be a cool. I feel like there's got to be a way for them to figure it out again and capture that magic that the first two had.
Yeah.
So-
Did you play Destruction Derby?
I didn't. No.
Oh man, that was a good one too. You played it? Ian? Apple don't fall far.
Yeah.
Sorry. Our inside joke is that Ian's my son. And it works 98% of the time.
There you go.
I don't know if it might be 100% of the time. Yeah, I don't think anybody's ever been like, that's not your son.
Thank you so much for the question.
Yeah, good to
Very
see
much.
you.
Yes, thank you.
Good to see you.
Hiya.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Juliana. My husband Brandon, also known as Grand Hellhammer.
Yes. He talked you into it this year.
He
He talked
did.
you into it this
All right.
year.
Yes.
Thanks for
so
coming.
he's been listening for years. I listened to my full first episode on the drive over.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Shoot.
So sorry.
So I had a question. Not having listened to all the rest of your,
Yeah.
long history, what has been either the biggest area of growth or the biggest impact you think that you've had over your years?
Ooh, I love
It's a
that.
great
With the
question.
podcast,
Yeah.
right out in front of us.
Yeah.
You guys, for sure.
Yeah.
It's the community has just been, it's been amazing to see it grow and thrive and build upon itself and
I love that.
Things jump off from it.
yeah, and it's also a community that it's not just us saying come join us. It's you guys also reaching out to other people saying come and join us. And anyone new pops into the Discord, the greeting that happened immediately.
Yeah.
It's just really cool to see.
It's
so I
great.
would definitely say it's the community.
I love that. Yeah.
And I mean, this is a little dark, but I do think that it's important. Every now and then you get a suicide email.
Yeah.
You get the I was feeling this kind of way and I put you guys on, and it helped me not
I love
do what
those.
I was thinking
Yeah.
about doing.
Yeah.
And so when you get those, it's like, oh, I do this for 10 more years.
Yeah.
Like no
Yeah.
problem.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It injects so much. There's things we've done this every single week.
Yep.
The whole time, and then the years before, even Ed and I got on the show, and anything you do for that long can get a little bit where you're like, oh man, all right, and then you get emails like that, or you get just somebody, or something happens in the community, and you see them rally around that
Yes.
person,
Yeah.
and like I don't even have to do anything. It's like if I'm at all helping to nurture this, then I got to keep doing it as much
Yeah.
as I can, kind of thing.
yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Thank you.
I
Thank
like
you for
hearing
coming.
from somebody who hasn't listened
I
to
like
the
that
podcast
too.
for it's great to hear, and I love that. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hey there.
Hey.
So I really enjoyed when my two favorite podcasts came together when Gabe guested on Kinda Funny.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, is there any future collabs going with anybody else that are in the works or you guys would like to have in the works within the next 100 episodes?
Oh, that's a good question.
I mean, obviously, we'd love to do something with Kind of Funny.
I mean, shout out to Blessing.
Yeah,
I mean,
Blessing
he's
amazing.
He's been a huge supporter of the show and came
I
from a listener
By the
too.
way, I loved his kind words that he said to us when we were out in LA. We got to link up with him. Super cool dude. And
after the Game Awards.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was amazing, and he was so complimentary of us, and we felt like proud. We were talking about it later. We felt like proud dads because he like moved on to like this amazing stuff. But he kept coming back to us saying, "I really appreciate what you guys did," and I loved that.
Yeah,
that's one thing I definitely loved.
You know, because it's kids, wives, and 9 to 5s, my focus usually is so get the show out, get the show out, get the show out. But it always is nice when somebody calls, you know, and wants to have us on their show. But I haven't really thought about it. I think, you know, doing stuff with Greg and those guys is really fun just because, you know, Greg's been in the thing for
eons. Yeah, he's
for
been around
years.
forever.
And I used to listen to him on Beyond and stuff like that. And so, thank you. And so, you know, to be able to be on an episode with him was just like I was starstruck a little bit. I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to keep up and you got to try to be funny and.
You pulled it off, man.
I don't
definitely
know
pulled
about
it
all
off.
that, but
No, I do.
yeah, I got to think about it. I haven't like had my sights set, but like you just want people. We talked about this a little bit earlier. You just want people to answer when you call, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that it was actually through Toby that I got to meet Troy Baker, and so the fact that Troy was like, "Yeah, I'll come be on the show." Like I was like, oh snap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
Still my favorite interview, man. That was incredible.
Did a great job.
Thanks. So you just want people to say yes when you call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you.
Thanks for the question.
Appreciate it. Oh boy.
Spence.
Street.
Hi, my name's Spencer, first-time listener.
Yeah.
So I got two, but I got one for Chris. So
Oh.
I know that Chris is into a lot of technology. So I want to ask you, what AI does Kojima use?
I don't know.
ChatGPT.
Hey, look at that.
Good job.
Bravo.
All right.
Bravo.
This is my real question for all of you. Now that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is out, the question that everyone's asking once again, Tifa or Aerith?
Oh, Tifa. Yeah, she been there. She there since day one. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, that's all this new.
That's it?
All this new. Yeah, that's the only reason.
Just to be different, Aerith, I don't know enough about him. I mean, I played the first one, but the remake, but I didn't get super attached to either one particularly.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. I go Tifa just because of Aerith's voice.
Oh,
That's what a lot of people say.
It didn't grate on me.
I'll go Tifa too, even though I have no skin in this
No
game.
idea. Yeah.
I'm good. Yes is the answer. Yes.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Spence.
Love you, Spence.
Hello.
Burnaby.
It's butter.
There you go. I was expecting that. Okay. So you guys have been familiar with my journey in the U.S., right?
Yes.
It's been long, tedious, hard. As of Friday, I'm a permanent resident.
Let's go, baby.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Now, for the question, what should I do first?
Whatever you want, my man.
Yeah,
Whatever you want.
That's amazing.
Within reason, of course.
Congratulations.
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 Dude,
Congratulations.
that is some huge news.
I'll tell you what. I don't know if the process is the same. Yeah. I wouldn't be able to pass that test that y'all got to take.
Oh, no. That's for the citizenship.
Yeah?
I am 5 years away from that.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
As soon as I realize he's about to give good news, dude, I'm so happy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know how I can follow that
Yeah,
up.
good luck. Godspeed.
Yeah. Well, you guys have obviously, as we've discussed already, built this amazing community. So thank you for that, because it's given me the opportunity to, find people to lean on when I needed to, or vice versa. I want to hear about Burnaby struggles that just sound crazy. So who could have guessed that you built all this in 600 episodes? So my question for you is to rank these 3 items for what's most likely to happen over the next 600 episodes.
Oh,
Ooh, I
Lord.
love that. Forward thinker. I love
My
that.
back.
The government confirms the existence of aliens.
That's definitely happening.
Yeah.
I thought they did that already.
We get 2 presidential candidates under the age of 65. Or Hollywood Bones gets his Superman video game.
Yeah.
That one's the last one.
I love it.
Aliens, definitely, yeah.
I think it's in the order that you read them.
Yeah, I mean, that's
right.
what it feels like.
It's
it
in
feels
that
like
order.
that order,
Absolutely.
exactly.
Definitely in
yeah.
that order.
Mhm. That's what's happening.
Yep.
Goodness gracious, that's hilarious.
Oh, I love that.
Poor Bones.
I know.
You'll get there, Bones.
Yeah,
It's
one of
gonna
these
happen.
days.
I
It
know.
will happen
You
at
better
some point.
do a Kickstarter or something.
Yeah. He's the man of steel not happening.
Yeah. I like it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Hey.
Oh, let's go.
Let's
All right,
go.
Colin.
Hello. Okay, I'm Colin. I'm his youngest. Yep, big stance.
Yeah, let's go.
I got a question for you guys. When you started this podcast, did you guys think it was going to go on to 600 episodes, or did you think it was going to be like a short-term thing?
You know, it's funny. I was just thinking about this the other day because I've always numbered them in threes. Tim Hall, one of the original members, made a joke that we probably wouldn't make it to 100. And so why say episode 007,
Right.
008?
Right.
And so, I mean, there's always that thing in the back of your mind like 600's a lot. And so I don't know if any of us had the foresight that it'd be that many. I knew it probably wouldn't be a flash in the pan because I don't like doing stuff like that. I want to try to do things in excellence and
I think we would have gauged that too. We would have been like, if this is falling off, we're just gonna.
Yeah.
I think we all had the intuitiveness to be able to like,
I think so.
I think we can. But I love this. I didn't have any thought of the future other than I want to talk about video games with my friends every week. And then once this community started building, that gives you even more reason to do it.
That's what gets ridiculous.
And once that continued to build and build, it doesn't matter to me. We could go as long as we want to, and it's just a part of us now.
Yeah, and I mean, shout out to Access More, getting behind us and
yeah, absolutely,
really stepping outside of what they do to come alongside and champion us. And so, it's little things like that that keep pouring gasoline on the fire.
And it validates, like, hey, we're doing something pretty cool here. So that's great. We'll keep it going.
Yeah, to be in that space, for sure.
Well, I got to say, congratulations on 600 episodes.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks,
We
Colin.
love you, buddy.
Appreciate it, bro.
What about you guys? Because, I mean, Ed, I don't remember the exact ones, but I think it's 180 and 181 that you guys, is that right?
Thank you, historian.
Where these two guys came along. At 180 and 181, is like a 600 even in it?
I know a gravy train when I see it.
Oh, jeez. Is that a Brown joke? Sorry. I have to make up for earlier.
Whiplash here.
That backfired.
What did you think?
I don't know if my head went to a 600 and beyond, but yeah, I knew this thing had legs.
Yeah,
And when
for
the
sure.
opportunity arose
Really?
that I could be, that was like, oh my gosh, this is insane kind of thing. And where this is just, I'm on for the ride, wherever it goes.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
as a listener, you're like, this is really good. You know it's good. Like, if it's something that's good, you know it. If you like it, you know pretty quickly that you like it, and
Yeah.
Well, thank you. We're glad you're here.
Yeah,
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Thank you for
You
starting.
guys have stepped the whole show up.
absolutely.
Appreciate it. Did anybody see Ed's picture where he looked like Neil Druckmann? Did anybody else think that was real? Yeah. I know, got me too, and I just seen him. Say that one more time.
That's right.
Yeah.
We
I just
called
have
him
to
Chia
think-
Ed. You just
Yeah.
add water and poof, it all
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
out.
I just think real hard and close my eyes.
Yeah. Ever since
think
I saw
I
that
can. I think
picture,
I
I've
can.
been trying it. It's not happening. I did toot once, though.
Hey,
No hair.
You got some more coming in. So, Beer Money Vic said, if your favorite gaming character retired from being a hero and opened their own restaurant, who would it be and what food would they serve?
Ooh.
Oh, Nate Drake.
Yeah?
And it'd be some kind of sports bar.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Oh.
That's good.
But he's like the guy that's constantly wandering around because he owns it.
Yeah.
Like he's not actually cooking anything.
Oh, right.
He's just like the guy that meets you at the door, and then you make some jokes. Yeah,
That's a
Nate
good answer.
Drake.
That is a good fast.
Well,
yeah,
I took the easy way out. Chris?
I mean, it would be Solid Snake, and he would be selling, like, it would be exotic game meat like poison dart frog and alligator.
Sweet,
and,
sweet.
Yeah, just like you had in Metal Gear Solid 3. Snake. Yeah.
Put your arm up to my arm. That's the difference.
That's right. That's right.
That's the major difference.
Really? You can hardly notice.
Yeah, poison dart frog. That's crazy.
It's in line with the game.
I know, but not with your gastrointestinal. Anyway.
Yeah, I did. I got you.
Thank you.
What say you, Edward?
It would be Junkrat from
nice.
Overwatch, and it would barely be open.
That's right.
It would have a big F on the sign in the on the front window. It would
failing every
it would
test.
not be good. It would not be clean.
So why would you want that?
Oh, I don't want it. It's
Everything
just,
burned.
Yeah,
That's
everything
right.
burned. It's
Everything's
not what I
crispy.
want. It's just what if my favorite character had
Yeah.
a restaurant.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what it would be.
I think I would go Handsome Jack, and he'd have like bar food, and like I think that'd be hilarious because he'd be, you
Yeah.
know, he's
Slanging it.
witty and
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
just-
I don't know anything about Handsome Jack. I should have played those games.
Oh, he's
those games
handsome.
are so good.
Is he handsome?
Yeah.
He's quite
I
handsome.
don't know about under that mask, but
Yes.
Oh, yes. One of those,
You're
yeah.
absolutely
Insult-
right. Yeah,
insult
you'd be
bar.
like, it'd be an insult bar. That's perfect.
Yeah.
I love that.
I
Yeah,
like that.
That's great.
Okay. Brett asked in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Wait, who? Come on, Brett. Bogg.
Brett.
Brett, come down here,
Brett,
you.
get in here.
please.
I'm so happy you're here, man.
This is Stancil, I know.
This is your first century, right?
This is my first century.
That's awesome.
And you were going to let Stancil read your question?
That's right.
Stancel's the man right here. So,
I just love that this happened right after Brett and I had a conversation about his social anxiety.
even more now.
Come on.
it's Josh's fault. He wanted to sit on the front row
You're
here.
so brave. You're so brave. It's
Sorry
great.
about
I love it. Go.
Okay, well, my question actually has to do with comparing you guys a little bit to Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Okay.
Okay.
And they go, they're kind of some misfits at first, and you kind of, maybe
Sure.
you can relate to that. We can
Yeah.
all relate to that, right? But they travel to the future, and they realize that they write a song that eventually heals the world. Okay,
That's the
and
story
so
of Bill and Ted?
That's
Yeah.
the story of Bill and Ted. You
You've
don't know
not
the
watched
story?
it?
That is dumb.
You have not watched Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure? You have not watched that movie,
I
right?
don't. I mean, maybe.
Oh, come on, Gabe. All right.
Put your
It is a
Yes!
classic.
Oh,
Thank
you got my back on
put
this,
your
right?
arm up to my arm.
I know. And I got gray in here too, so I'm
all right.
older.
They
Okay.
write a
Biggest
song
one.
that changes the world and makes it better, and our only songwriter says, that's dumb.
You want to heal the world, don't you, Gabe?
That's
You want
right.
the world to be a
Yeah.
better place?
I do.
That's what this question
For
is
you
about.
and for me and the entire human race.
There you go. Nice.
Okay, but we all know a song is not going to change the world. That's why Gabe
Sure.
has some skepticism about
Thank
this.
you.
But we do know
Clearing that up.
a video game is going to change the world.
Ooh.
Okay, so what video game could potentially change the world, bring world peace?
Ooh.
An actual existing video game?
No, one that
Oh,
well,
okay,
it could
okay.
be one.
Okay.
One that hasn't come out necessarily yet, though.
Okay.
That's a tough one.
Yikes.
Because number one, you got to get everybody to play it.
Right.
So we got to be in like a one console world.
Okay.
And it's got to heal the world? Yeah. Snap. What do you say, Chris?
Thank you. Thank you. You walked into that one. Ooh.
I loved Miles.
Yeah.
Good one.
I loved that game.
Oh, but you gotta get everybody to play Miles. I mean,
It wouldn't be too hard.
Miles got a heart of gold.
Yeah.
That guy, maybe he could heal the world.
That's a great answer, actually. I kind of like that answer.
You like Miles Morales?
Yeah, I'm going that.
Opens up to everything. It's on everything.
That's
day
right.
one.
That's right.
All Miles, all the time.
Yeah?
I don't hate it. I like that
Yeah,
idea.
I don't hate it either.
See, that's why we need you guys.
Yeah.
Because we would have stayed up here for 5 more minutes stammering.
Fumbling.
Right.
Fumbling.
Like, because, I mean, because it could. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good one.
Poker.
Miles Morales is a good one. Yeah. Gosh, I love that game.
I think DDR Max, and the only song is Eye of the Storm.
Oh,
By,
beautiful. Beautiful.
Whew, y'all would hate me, boy. I can't listen to that guy anymore. Goodness gracious. Now I have to go watch Bill and Ted.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I mean, we have a screen here and some time. Could you imagine if we watched it tonight? Everybody
Grab
got their
some
taco
tacos.
stuff.
We're gonna have Bill and Ted's
Come back
Excellent
and watch
Adventure.
Bill and Ted's. Is it Excellent Adventure?
That's right.
Yes.
See?
See, there were
Exactly.
sequels. That's
There
how
were
good
sequels.
it was.
Oh, we're going. That's how movies are good. If they have a sequel, careful.
Oh, that's right. It is on Peacock right now.
Don't do it. Thank you. Thanks, Marcel.
Marcel.
My brother represents.
He's like, nope.
Yeah, smack me back to reality.
All right, so we got a question on the YouTube live stream.
Ooh,
and,
perfect.
This one, this is from Elena Good, and it speaks to the kids' wives 9 to 5s, but being married to the games aspect. First of all, there's a shout out to Chris for the phenomenal work editing the Hope Nation YouTube videos. So
Hey, let's go, baby. Let's go. All right.
But the question,
That's your second compliment on that today.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Chris might be on to something.
Well, you
Chris
know,
did a lot of things.
I know.
I work with a great team, so.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So the question is, gaming and streaming is very time consuming in and of itself. So how do you guys find balance between faith, family, jobs, and fun?
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, I think it's all about priorities. You know, some weeks you just don't get to it.
Yep.
You know, and you got to lay it down. You know, you
Yep.
got to lay something
Absolutely.
down. Especially when it's not your job. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, it's
Right.
part of Ed's what he does. For the rest of us, where
And
it's
we're all so
strictly-
jealous of that too, by the way.
Yeah.
So jealous. That'd be amazing.
For the rest of us, where it's like, you know, just the first place hobby, I think it's just it's listening, right? And it's trying to be attentive and not let it take over what's going on. And yeah, it's just all about priorities, I think. And yeah, you can't always have it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wanted it bad this last week.
Yeah.
When we were putting this together, I was like, oh man, I just need to go veg out. But it just wasn't no time for it. You know what I mean?
It's because I left you high and dry with the spring
No,
break.
stop it. Stop it.
No,
but I
for-
know part of your answer was that you used to work it outside of your family time.
Yeah, no.
That's how this podcast started. That's why we were at
Yeah.
5:30 in the morning.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right.
Thank
My
you
whole
God, those days are over.
for now.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, it was always this is kind of my thing, and I don't want to get involved. If there's family time, that takes priority. It's always been that way from day one. My sweet wife continues to feed into my video gaming by buying me consoles, and she's so sweet, and she does it, and she nurtures that still, knowing full well that I'm responsible enough to, you know, if we have family time, it's our family time. And so that's why I used to game a lot early in the morning, because they were all asleep. And now it's kind of switched, because when Piper's going to cheer late, I can video game during that time. Dinner's been made, everybody's happy, and they're all doing their thing, and then I can do that. So it's always just been a balance of doing that, and for me, it's always been family first as the priority, and then the games.
Yeah. Ed, when you started streaming and you were thinking, okay, I'm going to give 5 hours a day to this, what was kind of the process of thinking through the family? And because we don't have kids, but
Right. Yeah.
got fur babies.
We do, and it was easy because when I'm streaming, Sarah's also working. So we both work from home.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times people say, "Oh, when you game at night," you know, and I really don't. Right. Usually when I stop the stream, then for the rest of the night, it's pretty much me and Sarah time. You know, unless
and you guys could be playing a game. But
right. Maybe we're playing a game, or maybe she'll have like a night meeting, and then I can hop up and do something. But for the most part, yeah. As soon as the stream is done, I'm done with gaming for the night, and that's important to me, because I want to make, like we've all said, that's my priority, and it also makes it easy when she's so supportive of this.
Yeah.
And so it makes it a lot easier. She likes to game, so it's easy to do that when it's a hobby that she's really into as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that I probably early on in the early days of getting married, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go play games or whatever, because when you're single, you can do what you want, kind of thing. And then you start realizing, wait, there's a whole other person, and it's just, I think I was probably not even thinking about it correctly when I was the beginning of me and Stacy's marriage, and then I realized, you know what, I need to reprioritize here, and spend more time with her. And now, granted, we're both very independent. We have things that we like, and we're good doing things on our own and everything. And she never made me feel bad about it. But I realized, I need to make sure that I, like Tim said, prioritize a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And then, just over time, she got into gaming very similarly and in various aspects, not to the level that I am, but she enjoys things, and we'll play things together. And it's just a balance of making sure that I'm prioritizing the things that matter, like faith and family and her and our marriage, making sure that's all good, and the other pieces will fall into place when and where they need to be.
Yeah.
And as long as I'm not pushing something to be the priority, I'm just letting it be how it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
In my situation, I felt that it's all kind of just fallen where it should be, and it's worked out well.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a rhythm at this
yeah,
point.
exactly. I mean, that's not to say that I'm not still being cognizant of it and focused on it and working on it. It's not like I don't have to do any effort by any means, but it just kind of gets to a point where that's your new normal because that's the way that it should be.
Yeah,
so,
man. Yeah.
yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
And yes, shout out Hope Nation. Go check it out.
That's right.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Mr. Bones.
Hollywood Bones.
So I know everyone wants me to ask about Superman, which is I thank you for everybody.
Clearly.
reminding
Everybody
me
cares.
about episode 300. Love it. It was great.
Yep.
So one of the great things about video games is the community. And when you play a game, you talk about it, you share screenshots, videos, stream it. It's awesome. But there's some games that you play that you're the only one playing it. And I love the WWE games. And there's only maybe a handful of people here that are into WWE, let alone play WWE games. So is there a game that you have played in the past, or maybe a current game you're playing now, where you just wish someone would play it with you? So you can share.
Gosh, that's a good question.
Ooh, I love
That's
that.
a good one.
Because I'm with you. I hate being on the outskirts. Like, I want to be a part of the thing that's going on, and, so when you're stuck playing a game that nobody else is playing, and you're like, man, how can I talk people into this? Gosh, I don't have one off the top of my head. You have one, Tim?
No, because I do like kind of the solo-ness of it. I've always been a single-player campaign guy. I would have loved some help on Elden Ring, that's for sure.
Yeah.
To be able to do
Shout out.
to be able to do a co-op or something like that, I think would be amazing because somebody else is struggling with me on this journey.
Yeah. Do you ever find that you kind of go through what Patrick's talking about because you play games later? Like to be playing Spider-Man 2 now, and it's kind of outside the
Yeah, it is
zeitgeist.
outside, but I've always said if I'm enjoying something, I'm gonna dig in and just take my time. I just played Red Dead Redemption 2, and I was enjoying it, and it didn't matter that it came out so long ago. I've always said video games is subjective, and for me, it's super. If it's a game I love, I'm in. It doesn't matter when it came out or if it's the most popular thing now. I will just play it and I will enjoy it.
There you go.
Yep.
Ed?
And that's tough. And maybe I'm wrong about this. I don't feel like I know a lot of people that love Quantum Break.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
And did you like?
Of course.
Yeah. Patrick and I love those games like that where there's a lot to digest and take in. And yeah, that was I really liked the long breaks and the changes in the
TV
live
show
action.
you had to watch in between.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like that.
You know what? I think when I was playing Heavy Rain, I don't think anybody was playing that at the time.
Really?
And I really loved that game. And it's like you're saying, when you don't have that water cooler thing,
Right.
especially on like such a story-driven game like that,
Yeah.
you just want to talk to somebody about it. And I don't think I had anybody to talk to about it at the time.
Gabe, I don't know if you remember this, but when I got into Runner 2, he came to town, and I wasn't on the podcast. I was like, hey, man, I got you this PSN gift card. Oh, cool. I was like, if you wanted to check out this game, Runner 2, because I think it's really cool, and nobody I know is playing it kind of thing, because I just wanted somebody else to just like, isn't this awesome? And I don't know if you remember that at all, but I wanted so much to have other people that I knew that were playing that game that I could just veg out about and be like, oh, let's talk about how cool this level was or how hard it was to beat this boss. And I never really had that, so I just continued playing it on my own.
That's funny. Good question, Patrick.
Thank you, man.
Good to see
Thanks,
you, buddy.
Yeah,
good to see
always
you.
good to see you.
What up, Dad?
Hello. So I have a question and a dad joke, which now I can't say because I'm a dad.
That's
now.
right.
Yes, you are.
That's right, you are.
Start first with a question, and probably avoid details so people don't spoil too much what your answer is. But what is the first game that made you cry, like an actual tears?
Wow.
Dang it.
Oh, that's easy for me. It was Last of Us. The first 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. I was like, this sucks. I was like, we're in for a ride. But I definitely got teary-eyed on that because it was so powerful.
That's actually my same answer. I never cried at a game until that one, and now I've cried at several since then.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But, I mean, a lot of things is going on in my life that now floodgates will just go.
Yeah.
What's another game you cried at?
I cried at God of War.
Yeah?
That's awesome, though.
Yeah, I did.
Well,
Yeah, I did.
absolutely. That was a great game.
2018.
Yep.
Gosh. Ed, did you cry at a game?
I think I did. Apologies, Chris. I think I cried playing The Last of Us Part 2 just because it was a really rough time that we were going through, and it was the music. It wasn't the story.
Yeah.
It was the music that got me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I can't remember. I know I had to have, but I cannot remember a game. I remember, it's so weird because I'm not even that guy, but I remember, and maybe it's because I was exhausted, but when I did Extra Life and I was going through all those trophies and everything trying to finish up Miles, and there was just something about getting that suit and the camera pans back and it said Black Lives Matter on the wall.
I remember that.
And I remember being like, yeah. I was like, what is happening? I was like, maybe it's just because I've been up for 24 hours. But for some reason, in that moment, that message just then, like, meant something to me. And, like, deep. And it's not like we hadn't heard it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it was everywhere. But for some reason, I don't know if it was the middle of the night
I've
or
always
what.
remembered you say that.
And it was very unexpected. It
Yeah,
snuck up on me.
yeah. It's not like
Absolutely.
you were about to,
Yeah.
So probably that was the last time I got verklempt, at least.
Love it.
Let's hear your dad joke.
Yeah.
right.
Bring it on.
Wood-fired pizza. Now how's pizza supposed to get a job?
That's good.
Look at Tim's reaction.
Wood-fired pizza. Well
That's good.
played, sir.
Good job, Mr. Gentleman.
Well played.
That's good.
Hi-oh.
What's good?
What up, son?
How's it going, Dad? First of all, congrats. 600 episodes. That's
Thank
crazy.
you.
Thank you.
So my question is, just to lighten it up a little bit, your favorite comedy and whose role in that comedy are you taking?
Oh, wow.
wow.
Doggone
I
it,
hate it.
Ian.
I hate it. I hate it.
That's a good question. Favorite comedy and whose role would you take in it? That's a good one.
Elf and Buddy the Elf.
You want to be the star of the thing.
Absolutely.
Good Lord.
Love that movie.
That is called greed.
I have been Buddy the Elf for Halloween, and I went through all the motions and did all the like jumping through the street, and all, it was so much fun. I would do that in a heartbeat.
That's hilarious. Chris, what's your favorite comedy and whose spot are you taking?
I think I have to say Dumb and Dumber, and I would take
Yes.
Really?
Lloyd.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
I would be
I
Lloyd.
want the lead guy.
Yeah.
Sheesh. What about you there, Edward?
Man,
That's tough.
that's real tough.
This is a especially tough question, I think, for Ed.
My first thought was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And I would
Del Griffith.
play Neil Page. I would play
Neil
the straight role.
Page.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'm going to take two, and I'm going to go with another old movie and say Clue, and I would play Tim Curry's Wives.
Yes.
The
Good
butler.
job. Good job.
Great.
Yeah.
Great movie. I love that movie.
Never seen it.
I know.
Love it. Love it.
Right after
That tracks.
Bill and Ted. Right after Bill and
That's
Ted.
right.
Yeah, we'll lower the screen. Gosh, I don't even know what my favorite comedy is, but it would definitely be the side character, just because I think that's you know what I'm saying. Gosh, I don't know. I really don't know.
No.
I have to pass on that one. Dang it, that's too good a question.
It's a good
That's
one.
a hard one. Favorite? I still don't even know my favorite comedy.
Yeah.
Like, I love Dumb and Dumber and stuff like that, but I couldn't see myself in Dumb and Dumber.
I could, Lloyd.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Chip
Yep.
my tooth.
That's funny.
Since Gabe didn't answer, I'm going to get y'all to pick a comedy.
Pick one for him.
Bill and Ted's. Come on. Let's go.
Bill and Ted's a comedy?
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. It was a comedy.
Just joking. I know, right?
Caddyshack?
Caddyshack, yeah.
There you go.
Play the ball.
Rush Hour.
Oh, yeah, Rush Hour. Yeah, I'll take
I like that.
I can't be Jackie Chan.
Why?
Yeah, you can.
I don't know, man. Somebody would be mad at the accent I put on. I'll tell you that much. What up?
All right. So to be here, my wife has been home all weekend taking care of my 4-year-old, my 2-year-old, 35 weeks pregnant.
Wow.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
How did you get that pass?
I don't know. Because when I started talking to her about possibly coming here, her response was, "Oh, yeah, cool. You staying with Neeps?"
Oh, nice.
Well, that was way easier than I expected.
Yeah. Like, even if you're not, you say yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So my question is, when is the last time your wives were way more cool with you doing something than you expected them to
Ooh.
be?
Yeah. E3.
Really?
Yes, because E3 turned into an every year thing for a second for me. And Jenny just kind of looped it into like Father's Day.
Yeah.
Like in kind of a way. And so I don't feel like she ever gave me any pushback. She understood how important it was for me.
Yeah.
What a bucket list thing it was. And so I feel like she supported me going to E3 from day one. And so, baby, thank you for letting me go to E3.
Hey, there you go.
Or we might not be here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm going to say when we went to the Game Awards, because as you guys know, with Lauren in the store and everything, it was
It's a busy time
December.
of year, yeah.
It's a busy time of year, and she was just like, "Go."
Coming off of Black Friday.
And it was great. So, babe, thank you as well for that, because
Yeah.
we had a really great time. I really loved that time with you guys, and it had been a while, and it was perfect.
Yeah, that's great. What about you there, Edward?
Man, Sarah is so into saying yes that it's really hard for me to think of something where I thought she wouldn't be down for it.
Yeah.
It's I can't think of anything I thought, I don't know if she'd be cool with this, because she's the one that pushes me into saying yes.
Love that.
And so
I love that.
I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chris?
honestly, Stacy's a little bit in a similar situation that I can't even think of, especially if it has to do with the show or us.
Yeah.
It's more about like, well, I don't know, think about going to the Game Awards. She's like, you should go. Yeah, I mean, I can't honestly think of the last time that I brought something up, because I'm not just bringing up stuff all the time.
Right.
But I can't think of a time when I did bring something up and she was even like, I don't know, you did go to that Game Award thing. You know, she doesn't even do that. It's like not even a thought for her. She's like, yeah, wait, we don't have anything going on? Yeah, go, or whatever. As long as there's not some obligation that I'm not thinking of, you know, she's always cool with everything. So she's the best. Thank you very much.
The answer is our wives are amazing.
Yes, absolutely.
exactly right.
That's the answer to everything, really.
That is exactly right.
Sarah, sorry you can't be here.
That's right.
You're missed.
Is everybody good? Everybody feels good? I feel like I could be up here forever, but everybody seems like so.
Yeah, when y'all get
fun in
hungry,
these
just let us
questions.
know.
I'm getting a little hungry.
Yeah, we got food back there.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I've been
Wrap
smelling
it
it for
up.
a while.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, got it. Got it.
Everyone out there is like, we haven't been here forever.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
We'll do a
right.
couple more questions and we'll get out of here.
Yeah.
What up, Neebs?
Look at this guy.
So, first of all, the pterodactyl in the back is my boy.
That's fine.
So,
No problem.
I'm not going to apologize for him because I love him.
No.
That's right.
We don't want you
I'm
to.
proud of him.
I love it.
You're a good dad.
We're glad he's here. He was here last time, too.
Yeah. He was. Now I lost my. No, sorry. Okay. So.
Mic to your mouth.
It does. All the time.
You got it.
So, lately, I started playing a game. You guys probably heard of it. Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah.
I've surprised myself with this because a long time ago back in high school, I was like, it's overrated. That was my opinion. that has changed since I've
Yeah.
been playing that. Thanks to Ian, got me into that. He literally helped me like buy it because I was like, I don't know.
Awesome.
If I'm,
Nola
like,
Boy
just
Woods,
jump in
let's
and do
go.
it. Come on. So thank you to him for helping me out with that. And then so since I started playing that, I've been having a lot of fun. Since my preconceived ideas being like, I don't know about Call of Duty. It's so overrated.
Right.
When was the last time you guys surprised yourself with something you thought was overrated or out of your ballpark, and then you started playing it anyway?
Fortnite.
Yeah,
you did.
You fell in love with Fortnite.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
No build mode, right?
No build. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Overwatch, right?
Overwatch,
I mean,
got
that
it.
has
Yeah.
to be my answer. Definitely.
Last game that you were like, yeah, and then tried it and you were like, oh snap. I'm gonna say Vampire Survivors.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good one.
Just because a buddy of mine, Brandon, told me about it, and I usually don't buy games on a whim. Like, never having heard of it, just on somebody being like, it's really dope. Boy, I sunk so many hours into that game, and really, really liked it. And I had no idea what kind of game it was. I was just going off of the fact that Brandon liked it.
I think the last time that I was surprised by a game that was popular, and not necessarily because I just wrote it off, but it was more like, that's not a me game. I'm not going to, and that was Hearthstone.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah,
And when I tried it, I was like,
Hearthstone.
oh my gosh. And then I got
Fantastic.
sucked in for a long time on that
Fantastic,
game.
yeah.
And I did not expect that at all. I just thought I was going to be like, okay, I tried that and moved on.
Yep.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
I like it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yep, there he is.
The pterodactyl.
Yeah.
I love it. I love
Thanks, Neebs.
Yeah,
Thanks, Neebs.
And huge thanks to you guys for keeping up with 600 episodes.
it.
Like,
That's awesome, man.
It's crazy.
not only like the community is all here. They show up every time. They love you guys. We all love you guys. And it's not just a community. Everybody keeps saying it. It's a family.
Yeah.
And
It
there's little families in the families.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what
Fifties
that's what I
over
love.
here,
We
like,
have families
50s
within
represent.
family.
It's so yeah. Big thanks to you guys for
Thanks, Neebs.
helping keeping us together and just being the inspiration that you are.
Thanks
so much, man.
Absolutely.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Love you,
That's all. Let's go.
Hey guys.
Hey there.
So one, I guess one question for me is that, so what's one game that you're super passionate about and that you would want your spouse to play?
Ooh.
Oh, guys, it's two totally different things.
Does that even go together?
Yeah,
I don't even know
know.
if that goes together.
That's tough. Because I would want her to play something extremely story rich.
Yeah.
But that's not the kind of thing she enjoys.
Yeah.
She likes beating me in games.
Yeah.
Which she can do. Mario Kart, she got regular at beating me in that.
Dr. Mario?
Dr. Mario.
Dr. Mario,
another
yeah.
one. She got regular at beating me in that. It's so tough. The Last of Us, the first one, I think is one of the best games ever made.
Okay.
Yes.
So
agreed.
Yeah.
I would love if she played that game. That's not happening. But it's one of those things like, now that they've got this little arc, it's kind of fun to be like, play this game, watch this show.
Right.
Yes.
You know, and
Yes.
now that there's a whole thing to it, but get her to watch the show first.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot, she might not want to play the game after that.
I actually did that with Lauren too because she watched the first 2 episodes, I think, babe, right? And I'm like, this is like my video game that I would love for you to play. She's like, ooh, this is too dark. I can't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, that's gone.
Yeah, exactly. Nice try.
Sarah likes to play games, but she'll pretty much only play a game with me where we're against the game. She doesn't like
Oh,
PvP,
yeah.
it's a PvE. And she doesn't really play story games just because she prefers to play with. And I really wish she would play Hogwarts Legacy because I know she would love it.
Oh.
She loves Harry Potter. She loves that world. I wish she would play that.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stacy's the same in that she doesn't really want to play a story-based game. She just wants to play something where she has tasks and things that she needs to go and do. But
Yeah.
when I would play Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West, she would just sit and watch. And she enjoyed watching me play it.
Oh,
so I
that's
feel
cool.
like if I could get
Yes.
her there, that she might enjoy that game. But there is a lot of, you've got dexterity and things you got to control there. And there's probably a few too many aspects of that game that would just be, she'd be like, nah, this is too much. I don't want to deal with all this. But because she enjoyed watching me play it so much, and she would just sit there for sometimes 45 minutes just watching. And so I think that might be the one thing that I'd maybe have a shot at getting her to play.
Yeah, right now, my wife is playing God of War.
Oh, nice. Watch out, you might cry.
What is in your water?
Wow.
And
by
she's-
force or we're good?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
that's
Pretty much. Yeah.
That's
Blink twice if it's by force.
Are you enjoying it? Oh. Yes.
He's like, okay, we're gonna do this. So I would do the exploring, and then he would do the fighting.
Oh, okay.
And then we realized that I didn't even pay attention to the storyline. So now that I have the Blades of Chaos, I'm good.
That's
okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. When she got the Blades of Chaos, she was like, "Oh, I like this."
You're like,
You don't like the axe? You don't like the retrieval? Oh, that's my.
She's not a
my
gamer.
favorite way,
Keep
but
in
she,
mind,
hey,
playing God
she
of
is
War.
trying for you.
Yes.
God bless her.
And I love her so much.
That is.
Thank you so
that is
much.
amazing. And honestly, it's a great game to play. So that's a good one.
That was
I
good.
like that.
Funny.
That's great.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys so much for the questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've not done this, but we could do this real quick because you guys can answer the question of the week. Some of you guys here live, just real fast. I'm trying to make it an easy one so that you can come quickly and answer it. Favorite video game console? Favorite video game console? That's not an easy one?
Nintendo 64.
Yeah,
PS2.
You guys can shout it out. That's fine.
Yeah, shout it out.
64.
N64.
Not all at the same time.
Dreamcast.
Who said Dreamcast? That's mine too. Dreamcast. That's mine too. Super. Nintendo. SNESs. Super Nintendo. Original Xbox. OG Xbox. What say you, Chris?
I think PS2.
PS2.
Yeah.
What a library. What say you?
PS5. I just like the newest thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, we talked about it, but I loved my Pro, my PS4 Pro. I thought
yeah.
it was great. I had zero problems with any games, and just it was easy.
You played 2 games.
No, I played 2 games, but I played them really well.
Yeah, you did.
And
Both
without
looked great.
glitches.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The OG Game Boy.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
that's a good answer. That's a good answer.
That is a good one. Game Gear. Somebody had stock in batteries.
Yeah.
If you like the Game Gear. Goodness gracious. So, episode 600.
Wow, just like that.
In the books.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. We can't say thank you enough. Like, I wish that you guys could feel what we feel from here because it's the feeling is, it just doesn't make any sense that you guys are here, that we've gotten to be in a theater, that these guys are still rocking with us, and that we're onward and upward.
I also love that you guys are like out exploring Nashville. You're all buddying up.
Yes.
It is the coolest thing to see our community just
really is.
be together and
Be
just
a family.
Go with or without us. It doesn't matter. Like, hey, we're gonna go make plans. I love that, guys. Keep doing that. I think it's amazing.
Keep caring for each other.
Yeah, and it's just such a family. So it's amazing.
You know what I love?
Let's hear it.
I smell tacos.
Well, I am Gabe Patillo. That is Tim Router. That is Ed Placencia. That is Chris McCracken. And we, all of us, are married to the games, and we are up out this thing.
Stand up, boys. Stand up.
Let's go.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. You're amazing. We love it.